Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia for the Night of Champions pay-per-view. And man, oh man, what a pay-per-view we have in store for you, ladies and gentlemen. It is from top to bottom, championship heavy, except for the first two matches where we find out the King of the Ring winner for the men's side of things. And then, obviously, coming up next is the last man standing match. But ladies and gentlemen, what a match we're going to have to kick us off here. To figure out who the King of the Ring winner is and who is going on to SummerSlam and getting themselves a guaranteed championship match. This man, Joe Hendry, he is on a Cinderella run, if I do say so myself. A lot of people were hyping up this man, and I kind of figured, maybe, eventually, one time in his career, he might be able to have maybe a winning streak of sorts, maybe a championship run of sorts, but not how he's doing it right now, because he's picked up some big wins on Friday Night SmackDown, and certainly one of them being over John Cena last night, even taking some of Cena's moves the last couple matches as well. So Joe Hendry has been on a roll, but can he be on a roll enough to take on this man, the Ring General, Gunther? Gunther defeated Ethan Page on Monday Night Raw via a chokeout to make Ethan Page tap out, and Gunther gets himself into the finals. And for Gunther, he'll be 100% heading into this matchup. Joe Hendry, not so much, because we're about well under 24 hours from that last event, and certainly, man, it is it is going to be certainly intriguing to see how Gunther deals with a man like Joe Hendry. Ethan Page dominated Gunther in their match on Monday Night Raw, but Gunther hit a big power bomb, and then also towards the end of the match when he choked out Ethan Page. Those were pretty much the two biggest moves in that matchup for Gunther, and obviously it was enough to incapacitate his opponent. Now, I don't know if it's going to be the same way in this match where Joe Hendry's going to dominate and Gunther does the same thing, where he hits a couple big maneuvers and it's game over. I don't know. But we're going to find out, ladies and gentlemen, because we, in a matter of moments, are going to find out who exactly is going to SummerSlam for a guaranteed WWE or World Heavyweight Championship match. Referee rings the bell. Here we go. We are live. We are kicking us off here tonight. Who's it going to be, Hendry or Gunther? The Saudi Arabia crowd certainly going to be on the edge of their seat watching this matchup as a big stinger splash in the corner here early. As now into the pinfall opportunity, Joe Hendry able to kick out just a little after one. And tonight certainly, ladies and gentlemen, is a big fight feel, and certainly does have that Night of Champions feel in terms of every match, for the most part tonight, is all championship matches. Like I mentioned, except for the King of the Ring winner that we're about to find out here whenever this matchup concludes. And then obviously the last man standing match between Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. Everything else is championship matches from Raw and SmackDown. No women's matches. Women's matches are being saved for that Evolution pay-per-view coming up in just a couple weeks' time. As Gunther, raking the eyes of Joe Hendry. And I think Joe Hendry, when you think about him knocking off John Cena, you got to believe that in that matchup, maybe it did favor Joe Hendry. If you look at it a certain way, yes, John Cena is towards the end of his career, but I mean, maybe that favored Joe Hendry because Hendry's a little bit faster in some aspects. I don't know. It's just, for John Cena, he had a hell of a match against Dominic Mysterio a week before, and then he got pushed to the limit, but Joe Hendry was one step ahead of him all that match and was able to knock off John Cena. Now, we know John Cena will be at SummerSlam in 6 weeks' time, ladies and gentlemen, where it will be John Cena versus The Rock. If John Cena loses, John Cena is forever retired, will be retired. Then, if, let's say, Cena defeats The Rock, he is no longer under the, you could say, under the black cloud, I guess, the kind of being held down, being held captive of sorts. Cena can do whatever the heck he wants and retire whenever he wants to. Is now a roll through by Joe Hendry, looking to steal one here. And no, Jessica Carr taking her time there. Just was trying to get in position, but took a little bit too much time. But that wasn't going to beat Gunther anyway. As, oh, nice set out power bomb there from Joe Hendry. If Gunther wins tonight, he'll face off with the World Heavyweight Champion. And as of right now, that is LA Knight. That could change tonight, and that could be Seth frickin' Rollins. On the SmackDown side of things, if Joe Hendry happens to pull off another miracle tonight, Joe Hendry would be going 1-1 with the WWE Champion, who currently is Damian Priest. Gunther with a nice power maneuver there to Joe Hendry. This is the type of matchup that Gunther can dominate if he can get in the head of Joe Hendry, but also decapitate him at times too. Because you would think Gunther is the favorite into this matchup. And certainly, right now, Gunther's doing a lot more offense, I would say, than John Cena did last night. But when you think about it also, Joe Hendry's not going to be 100% coming out of that matchup. And Hendry just surviving by the edge of his tongue right there, just trying to survive at this moment. And Hendry hulking himself up here. And here comes Joe Hendry. It might be time to start believing in Joe Hendry here. As Hendry, spine buster there to Gunther. Now into the pinfall. Could you imagine if it ends like this? 2, no, 2.5. Gunther stays in this matchup. Let's Gunther back up to his feet. Joe Hendry about to meet him with that fall-away slam. And Gunther now in trouble again. And now Joe Hendry looking to put him away. Looking for that choke slam into this massive maneuver. Bam! It took multiple of these maneuvers to put away John Cena last night. Can it put away Gunther? No, at least not yet. Gunther stays alive here. And if somehow Joe Hendry can withstand Gunther's attacks in this matchup right now, it might start going in the favor of Joe Hendry. As here we go, pinfall opportunity. Will this be enough? No, 2.5. Gunther stays in it. As long as you're able to stay away from the potential power bombs and that sleeper that Gunther has, you have a good chance of winning. Right now, Hendry is on a tear right now against Gunther. Here in the matter of moments, as Joe Hendry was looking for a attitude adjustment just like he did to John Cena. And now, again, going to the well one more time. Joe Hendry is unstoppable. Into the pinfall. Are we going to see another miracle? No, Gunther got another strong kick out. You might start believing, ladies and gentlemen, if you're the SmackDown side of things right now, if you're Roman, if you're Drew, if you're Damian Priest, you might be seeing your next challenger at SummerSlam. Gunther with a big pivotal block in this matchup. Gunther's got to start hitting some big maneuvers here as Hendry just a one-stop shop of reversals and just spamming finishers here. Gunther with a big block. And now Gunther, oh goodness, that chop folds him in half. And now Gunther building up some speed. Oh, and sits on right on the midsection there of Joe Hendry. And now Gunther with a nice over-the-head suplex folds him in half. But Gunther, he's been through hell and back in this matchup, and right now he's trying to figure out what he has to do to keep himself in this matchup. As now Gunther and Joe Hendry locking themselves back up. Oh, this is a bad spot to be. Oh no! Oh, I thought he was gonna chop him up. No, he's gonna embarrass him. That big boot of Gunther, the Ring General, taking it to Gunther, or Gunther taking it to Joe Hendry. And Gunther eating it up here in Saudi Arabia. He could very well be the next King of the Ring, but there's Joe Hendry out of nowhere. And that's what you're going to love about these new camera angles this year, ladies and gentlemen. You just don't know out of camera view what may happen. And now Hendry looking for a suplex, I believe. And look at the strength and power to muster up Gunther like this. Making this look oh so easy. Down goes Gunther. And that back is going to be feeling that for sure. Big kick in the midsection. And time for a good old striking battle. Joe Hendry ain't backing down. He's made it this far. Why not? Especially with one of the brutalest superstars in all of WWE when it comes to striking. But look at Hendry. He wants to bring the fight to Gunther, but Gunther isn't backing down either. Tick for tack, and oh, look at Gunther right there, just decapitating Joe Hendry right there. And now Gunther telling Joe Hendry to get up to his feet. Are we going to see a powerbomb or anything from Gunther? But he hits that exploder drop kick that it just destroys Joe Hendry. And now Gunther. Oh, wait a minute. No, Joe Hendry saw it coming. Joe Hendry saw it coming. But now the ring general. Oh, goodness. The whiplash of that clothesline. And that might be what Gunther needs to expose Joe Hendry here tonight. But no, again. Pivotal reversal from Joe Hendry. And now, gonna go for a swinging neck breaker here. And he's feeling pretty good about himself. Into the pinfall. Is that gonna be enough to defeat the ring general tonight? No, strong kick out at one. And now Gunther doing the veteran thing, rolling onto the apron to save himself some time here. At least trying to, but Joe Hendry brings him back inside. Oh, but again, Gunther, he's trying to hit some maneuvers in this matchup. It's just Joe Hendry has been unstoppable as of late, and he just has not been able, Gunther has not been able to really get himself out of these situations and hit big maneuvers. As now Hendry's open, busted open, and now you're seeing this blood in the water here. Maybe Gunther can start maybe hitting some maneuvers here. Possibly, you just never know. And now, Gunther, what does he have in store for Joe Hendry? Has him up. Powerbomb. Very effective. And now Hendry doing the right thing. He realized he was in trouble and rolled out to the apron as well. Uh-oh. And now Gunther going to use the apron to his advantage. Very physical. No, very brutal. And now here comes the ring general looking to use his knee. But Joe Hendry realizing, hey, I need to get myself back in this matchup. And look at this. Gunther's won several matches throughout the years with that maneuver. Very effective as well. There's now a Hendry again, man. I don't know what has been in his tank ever since joining SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen, but this man has been on a tear. Just being able to block anyone and everybody's maneuvers, especially John Cena's last night. Now Gunther, after that devastating clothesline, going to look to get back inside the ring. And I believe might go for the pinfall, excuse me. Now, just a good car in position. 2. No, 2.5. Very, very close. Gunther's got to hit some power bombs, I believe. Or got to hit the Coquina clutch at this point in the match. But Gunther, a little bit slower in that part of this matchup. And Joe Hendry, one step ahead here. There's now an Irish whip off the ropes. Joe Hendry going to catch him. He's going to do what he did to John Cena. Here we go, Hendry. Attitude adjustment. Is that enough? Joe Hendry going to have the strong will of John Cena, but no, it was not enough to walk out victorious. He's going to have to do a lot more to put away the ring general Gunther. It's an RKO or a cutter of sorts out of nowhere. Joe Hendry just feels like he's one of those superstars that pulls out all sorts of different maneuvers out of his repertoire to help himself. Is that exploder suplex, over the head suplex, that might be enough to put away the general. And 2.9. Somehow, someway, Gunther is staying in this matchup. But for not probably too much longer, ladies and gentlemen, as now Gunther again is set up in the middle of the ring. And just like that, Joe Hendry has officially won the King of the Ring. No! Gunther again kicking out. How is Gunther doing this? Somehow, someway, Gunther, his lifeless body is somehow doing it. But now Gunther, that was a last chance effort. Hendry just pulling out all the stops. And ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to congratulate Joe Hendry on the win tonight of the King of the Ring. This man, Joe Hendry, has dominated the King of the Ring tournament. And he is officially getting himself a WWE Championship match live at SummerSlam. It is a 2-night event. SmackDown has won the King of the Ring tournament. What a match. And Joe Hendry, this man is something special, man. Especially with the men that he's had to defeat in this tournament. Javon Evans. And then John Cena, obviously, towards the end of this last night. And then Gunther in the finals. Joe Hendry is going to SummerSlam, and he's either facing off with either Damian Priest, Roman Reigns, or Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. Everyone is in shock and awe here in Saudi Arabia, but Hendry pulling off one of the biggest upsets, I would say, in the history of the King of the Ring tournament. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we have to move on after a spectacular display of the King of the Ring. And we'd like to congratulate all the superstars that participated in the King of the Ring on Raw and SmackDown. And ultimately, Joe Hendry is your winner. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to the last man standing matchup. Last time we saw these two guys compete, Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa, it was at the pay-per-view a while back, and we saw Jacob and Solo in an ambulance match, and Solo Sikoa would walk out victorious, able to keep Jacob Fatu in the back. Then Solo Sikoa, the following night on Monday Night Raw, would cut a promo of sorts and whatnot, and kind of saying that he was ready to move on to the championship and having his sights on the championship. But then Jacob Fatu would come out of nowhere, attack him, and Jacob Fatu letting everybody know that, hey, just because you stuck me in an ambulance, I'm not done. And now Jacob Fatu, to earn himself an opportunity for this match tonight, it was going to be a gauntlet match, but there was some gauntlet issues apparently. So it was changed to a Bloodline Rules matchup, where it was a Tama Tonga versus Jacob Fatu, and then obviously you could have more members or friends, quote unquote, come help you out. And Jacob Fatu had some guys he found, and obviously Tama Tonga had some MFTs to come help him out. Ultimately, Jacob Fatu ends up winning that matchup, and now Jacob gets his match, but Solo Sikoa got to pick the stipulation this time, and it is now going to be a last man standing match. Now we know this matchup is going to be very, very brutal. Guaranteed there's probably going to be a lot of weapons used in this matchup. And this is going to be a barn burner for sure. Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu. Brutal match on the way. And certainly the Saudi Arabia crowd, I don't think they know what exactly is going to be expected besides brutality between both of these superstars. Solo Sikoa having that Samoan spike. Jacob Fatu obviously having that whisper in the wind type of maneuver. He has that moonsault from the top rope. He has that DDT that he has as well. So, expect a little bit of everything in this matchup. And hopefully no MFT members get involved in this matchup. Recently here on Monday Night Raw, we saw some MFTs taking on the superstars that helped out Jacob Fatu. And that team of Royce Keys, Sami Zayn, and Shinsuke Nakamura walked out victorious in that 3-on-3 tornado tag team match. Sami Zayn ended up getting that pinfall. But now, there's no MFTs. There's no one out here helping Jacob Fatu. At least at the moment, we got ourselves a good old-fashioned one-on-one last man standing match. And Solo looks at that thumb there, looking to spike Jacob Fatu as many times as humanly possible to try to keep Fatu down. Maybe it could be just one, maybe it takes 5. You just never know, as there is Jacob Fatu taking on Solo Sikoa. We're about to get underway here. And now look at Solo coming right out of the gate right there. Jacob Fatu saw that coming. This is the type of match that we're going to expect a lot of brutality from top to bottom, ladies and gentlemen. But a match that we're all looking forward to seeing how this continues to grow. As look at that maneuver there. That whisper in the wind from Jacob Fatu targeting the legs. He didn't get all of it, but enough to keep Solo down. But, you know, for Jacob Fatu, you got to be careful. If you don't hit those fully on, you're only going to hurt yourself. There's a big Samoan drop there. Down goes Solo Sikoa. Now Jacob Fatu looking to go back to work here on Solo. And now going to toss him off the ropes into a pump-up. I think he's trying to go for a pump-up powerbomb, but Solo Sikoa able to slip out of it. In this type of matchup, I don't know. You try to pace yourself at times, especially if you hit some big maneuvers. Do you continue the attack, or do you kind of wait for the referee to, you know, make sure that Jacob Fatu has to use the count? I don't know. It really depends on what your strategy is, and also if it feels like it's different every single year in these last man standing matches. The Solo Sikoa with these massive strikes to the temple of Jacob Fatu. These guys desperately looking for a win, and they are not going to be the same coming out of this event, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, Jacob Fatu wants to defeat Solo Sikoa, the man that betrayed him, kicked him out of the group. But obviously that big ambulance match that they had last month with Solo Sikoa getting the upper hand, we'll see if Jacob Fatu can get back on the board here. I mean, he's beaten essentially everyone of the MFTs except for really Solo Sikoa in these matches. Is now Solo Sikoa pulling out a steel chair. Both men kind of playing some mind games here, trying to decide on what they really want to do in the middle of this ring. And oh, right underneath the throat area, that certainly is not going to feel too good. Is now Fatu telling Solo Sikoa to get up to his feet. Springboard clothesline takes down the MFT leader, Solo Sikoa. Ooh, into a nice jumping headbutt there from Fatu, bringing the fight here. As the referee now starting his count here. But Jacob Fatu knows that there's going to be a lot more having to be done in this situation. Now Solo Sikoa, ooh, brutal chair shot to the legs, but that wasn't enough to keep Jacob Fatu from hitting that super kick. Now Fatu watches on as the referee did count, but seems like those are kind of fast counts in these situations, but certainly you gotta kind of obviously don't take your time with the counts, I suppose, but still. Solo Sikoa now. Oh, Samoan drop. I believe the head or maybe the shoulder area of Jacob Fatu landing on that steel chair. Solo Sikoa over the top of the referee to hit a frog splash on the lower back. And now Solo Sikoa looking for maybe a Samoan spike. Here we go. No, but Jacob Fatu sees it coming, and a pivotal headbutt in the stages of this matchup. And now Jacob Fatu with a DDT brainbuster to Solo Sikoa. But Jacob Fatu, he's not going to allow the referee to just start counting just yet. He's going to inflict some more pain here on Solo Sikoa. Right there, targeting the ribs. Certainly, it's what you got to do to make sure that, you know, he doesn't want to get up to his feet as they pump up Samoan drop right next to that steel chair. Those dangerous matches, ladies and gentlemen, people love to watch because some of these superstars will brandish all sorts of different weapons. Look at Jacob. He could have easily allowed that referee there to take his time, count, but he realizes this is going to take some more time to keep Solo Sikoa down as Solo drops Fatu on the top rope. Let's see what kind of more dangerous weapons we got. A good old-fashioned baseball bat here from Solo Sikoa. The werewolf from the top rope, though, with that nice whisper in the wind. The Saudi Arabia crowd are going absolutely nuts for Solo Sikoa and the Jacob Fatu's match here. Who's going to want it more, man? Obviously, their blood, and, blood is thicker than water in these situations. Obviously, Jacob Fatu's going to want to beat the snot out of Solo Sikoa. Now, the old-fashioned steel chair going to be brought into the fray here. Going to look to go to work on him, but no. Solo Sikoa with that running STO takes down Fatu. And I'm curious to see, coming out of this event, if Solo Sikoa wins it, what exactly is it going to look like? Is Fatu just moving right out of the way, and Solo Sikoa is going to be feeling the effects of that missed maneuver as he connects with a nice running power slam there to Jacob Fatu. Referee's just trying to do his job, but these superstars know how much it takes to put the other one away, so they're not just going to allow them to necessarily just let the referee count. Here's a brainbuster DDT taking down Solo Sikoa. And that might be it. That DDT could be all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. It's now Fatu. See, I think he's just going to watch on. Referee now at a 7. Fatu watches on. This could be it. Solo Sikoa. Yes, Solo Sikoa down and out. Jacob Fatu wins it tonight with those brutal brainbusters in this match. We saw chair shots, baseball bats, all of everything in between. But Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa, they won at it tonight. Probably not as brutal as what a lot of people expected, but Jacob Fatu ends up winning and becoming victorious live tonight here in Saudi Arabia at Night of Champions. Big win for the Samoan Werewolf. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we start to get into the championship action. Obviously, it's called Night of Champions for a reason, and we're going to start getting into some championship action.
That is for the WWE European Championship.
And there you heard it from Mike Rome there in the middle of the ring. We are starting off with the European Championship. We're going to see Shawn Spears taking on the European champion, Penta. And that matchup last night, that Shawn Spears that we saw with himself, Tony D'Angelo, and Rey Mysterio, that was a tough matchup, but Spears, he survived it. And there he comes with his calling. Shawn Spears coming out here with Izzy Dane. This is very interesting to see how this is going to turn out. Obviously bringing out his numbers, introducing Izzy Dane with her, or with him I should say, and now, we'll see how this is all going to be coming. Will he become the new European champion? Because now it's all about the numbers game. And later on tonight, Penta's got a tag team championship defense as well. So Penta right now, he's 100%, but will it be enough for him to outlast the brutality of Shawn Spears tonight, as well as the number games? Because we don't know if Rey Fenix will be accompanying Penta, or if Penta's going to want to be all by himself. And Shawn Spears, he had plenty of chair shots last night to the likes of Tony D'Angelo and Rey Mysterio, really showing you guys why they call himself the chairman. As now we wait for the no fear right there, Penta, no cero miedo. And there is his tag team championships with that European championship right there. Always gotta love when those championship golds kind of blend in with his attire there, or go through it of sorts. But hey, Penta, big time, 2-time champion right now, tag team champion, European champion. If he's able to continue his ways, I mean, Penta looked very good into 2025, 2026, could be even more for Penta. Maybe very well if he continues to dominate. Maybe he gets 3 championships. Maybe he looks for, or 3 or 4. Maybe, the options of Intercontinental Championship, the WWE Championship. Hey, whatever Penta wants to do live here tonight on Night of Champions and for the foreseeable future. This is going to be absolutely big for Penta. He certainly wants to continue to dominate the tag team division with his brother, continue to dominate the European division. We're going to see how it all comes out here tonight for that European Championship here in Saudi Arabia.
Introducing the challenger from Niagara Falls, Canada, weighing in at 223 pounds, Shawn Spears. his opponent, from Ecatepec, Mexico, weighing in at 94 kilos, the WWE European Champion and one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions, Penta!
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the European Championship. Here tonight, Shawn Spears and Penta. We're about to get underway here. Referee rings the bell. Here we go. Oh, big close-handed punch there to Penta. And Penta, obviously, he knows what to expect to a degree with how brutal Shawn Spears can be and underhanded he can be. So we'll see how this builds up. This is obviously Shawn Spears just winning it last night. Not like there was a build-up in this matchup, but Nick Aldis wanted to make sure that with the lack of women's matches and all of it really being focused, those women's matches being focused for Evolution, he wanted to make sure that a lot of these championships got displayed for Night of Champions. That's why we saw quite a bit of #1 contenders matches last night there on Friday Night SmackDown. As Spears, oh goodness, he overshot it, or undershot it really. But luckily for him, he's able to still have the advantage. As now Spears looking to use that top rope to his advantage. Oh, right there into the midsection. Now Spears telling Penta to get up to his feet here. Big clubbing blow after clubbing blow. Shawn Spears taking it to Penta, the European champion, into the pinfall. Charles Robinson in position, but just a 1 count. This is where Penta has to be careful. You cannot just allow Shawn Spears to run roughshod over you this whole entire match, because it makes it tougher for you to try to get yourself back in this matchup. As Penta, well, I think maybe he's getting a little tired early on. I think normally Penta would probably hit you with a suicide dive or maybe a moonsault over the top rope, but maybe he's being cautious, which is perfectly fine in these situations. It's Night of Champions. The championships are on the line. And this is not your only match of the night. You got 2 matches. The Tag Team Championship match later on in the evening. So you just don't know what to expect. As Bam just bouncing him off that steel post there. As you can see that European Championship just glistening on that title holder position over there. It's going to be a perfect night of professional wrestling. And certainly with Joe Hendry winning that European champion, or not, winning the King of the Ring, pardon me. I had that European Championship stuff on my mind right now, but Joe Hendry winning the King of the Ring, representing Friday Night SmackDown. He's going to be able to challenge for that WWE Championship live there at SummerSlam. Question is, who is it going to be? We'll find out by the end of the night if it's going to be the likes of a Roman Reigns, a Drew McIntyre, or will it still be Damian Priest? As of right now, it would be Damian Priest because he's the current WWE Champion. As Shawn Spears tosses him back inside the middle of the ring here, Spears feels like he's in control right now. Hasn't had to use his lady there at ringside, Izzy Dane, who he recruited there from NXT. Big pinfall opportunity, but no, not even a 1 count. Pretty much Izzy Dane is that student looking to learn under Shawn Spears. And certainly with the amount of wrestling that Shawn Spears has, wait a minute, Izzy Dane trying to get in this matchup. She's got to be careful not to end up screwing Shawn Spears in the way of a disqualification. Obviously, if he's close at times to winning the championship, it is a nice elbow strike to the face of Penta. And right now, Shawn Spears, he has the perfect strategy. He's been keeping Penta from showing you that Lucha Libre background so far. And Seguri now, wait a minute, Penta starting to up the pace here. Oh, nice kick into the corner right to the chest. And this is what Penta needs to start to do, up the pace of the match. You got to. And as soon as I say that, Shawn Spears a little bit faster in this exchange. Shawn Spears looking for a suplex, but no, Penta able to get himself back in this matchup. Off the top rope, boom! Going for a senton, did not work out in his favor, and now Spears gonna look to capitalize on the mistake from Penta, the European champion. Down he goes, dropping him right on his knee. pinfall. Are we going to see a new champion? No, just a 1 count. Still plenty left in the tank. Now Shawn Spears trying to figure out what he needs to do right now. That was a devastating first blow, one of the major blows in this matchup to Penta. But he's got to keep it up as kendo stick thrown in the ring by Izzy Dane. Shawn Spears has to be, on his mind here on what exactly he wants to do. If he wants to get disqualified and send a message to Penta, so be it. But if he really feels like he has a good chance of winning this championship matchup, don't worry about that kendo stick. And Spears telling Penta to get up to his feet. Shawn Spears over the top rope, but Penta moves right. I believe he moved back, but Penta still seems out of it. So maybe Shawn Spears didn't have enough oomph on that, but still he has the upper hand right now. And Penta could be in trouble. He could be moments away from dropping that European Championship as he tosses him right into that barricade. Excuse me. And now, big super kick right to the ribs. Didn't really affect Shawn Spears too much as he connects with a nice, easy scoop slam. And talking about massive championship matches on display tonight, we've already mentioned the Damian Priest WWE Championship match, as it's going to be a triple threat elimination matchup for the WWE Championship, as a big time elbow there from Shawn Spears. But not only do we have that triple threat matchup, as hold on, Penta looking for the Penta driver onto the outside, dropping him on his head and neck area. Also, World Heavyweight Championship is on the line. LA Knight, World Heavyweight Champion, takes on Seth frickin' Rollins in his first really title defense since winning that World Heavyweight Championship over Mark Henry. And now Penta trying to decide what he wants to do. Shawn Spears dazed and confused. And now Penta trying to hit a crossbody, but he puts himself through the championship holder table. That certainly isn't going to feel too well. And now Shawn Spears is going to make him pay for it. Sit out powerbomb right there. If I was Shawn Spears, I would have powerbombed him out of that championship and that circle holder there. But hey, that is Shawn Spears looking to be more effective in that situation. As now Spears looking to hit that flying crossbody, but he overshot it. It's just a bad angle because Penta is so close to that championship. Or that steel post, pardon me. And now Penta thrown on top of the championship. Back and forth we go as Penta with an easy headbutt there that stuns Shawn Spears. And hopefully we can refix that championship holder there, because obviously throughout the night we're going to be seeing multiple championship matches tonight. But like we said, big LA Knight, Seth Rollins match later on tonight. That is going to be your main event. The triple threat matchup will be the match before the World Heavyweight Championship. Spears and Penta continue to go back and forth here in the later stages of this matchup. Both men got to really figure out what is going to work for them as a frog splash, but Shawn Spears just underanalyze it. Now he gets hit with a Mexican Destroyer out of nowhere. Pinfall. 2. No, 2.5. Shawn Spears keeps himself in the matchup a little bit longer. And now Penta with a forearm strike. And now looks like we're going to have our good old-fashioned striking game between Shawn Spears and Penta here. We saw it earlier tonight between Gunther and Joe Hendry. Gunther ended up winning that display of striking, but Joe Hendry ultimately getting the last laugh of that and walked out victorious and the new King of the Ring winner. And he's going to SummerSlam to either face off for the WWE Championship against 3 other dudes. There's a big pinfall, or I should say big punches there, pardon me. Well, I'm sure we'll see a big pinfall later on in this matchup. It's a nice Russian leg sweep there from Shawn Spears. Now into the pinfall. Referee in position. 2. Actually, no, just a 1 count. Very close to a 2 count there. Now Spears again going for the pinfall once again. Now going to use the second rope to his advantage. But again, only a 1 count. You can feel Shawn Spears getting a little desperate here. And now Spears going to look to drop him on his head again. He did it earlier on tonight. And Spears, he's feeling lucky here. Here we go, Spears looking for maybe Death Valley driver of sorts. But Penta looking for the Penta driver. Key transition there from Penta. And now Izzy Dame getting involved. Izzy Dame getting involved. Luckily, Charles Robinson right there for the pinfall attempt. Didn't have any issues. But Penta so close. That was the second Penta driver. The first one was outside at ringside where our camera was just moments ago. Now off the ropes here. Penta, oh goodness, gets hit with a brutal DDT reversal. Spiked him on his forehead, but it's still not enough to keep Penta down. Penta going through hell and high water in this matchup as Penta moves right out of the way. And Shawn Spears, he got to take that out of his repertoire as Penta was trying to connect with, I believe, Shawn Spears maneuvers. A good old-fashioned Death Valley driver takes down Penta. Again, pivotal pinfall into this match. 2, no, 2.5. Penta stays in it. Shawn Spears staying in this matchup for as long as possible. And Penta, I don't know how much more damage he can withstand by the end of this matchup, to be honest with you. And let's see what Penta has in store here. Dragging him to the ropes here, trying to figure out what he wants to do. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, goodness. Everybody up top could hear that, man. A devastating maneuver, to say the least. And now Penta throwing his glove over the top. Oh, right. Referee, right, got involved there. It was definitely inadvertent as a Death Valley driver from Penta. And Penta realizes that he cannot allow Shawn Spears to try to get away with anything. And Penta, oh my goodness. What a backbreaker. But there is a rope break. Looking at the legs, it's a questionable call, but Charles Robinson, he's a veteran ref in this business. And now, Izzy Dame getting involved, trying to help out her protege, that being Shawn Spears, trying to win him a championship, the first here in his series history. There's a swing blade there from Penta. And oh, wait a minute. What the hell is this? Austin Theory from the Vision on Monday Night Raw. What the hell is Austin Theory doing out here? Austin Theory has to worry about a title defense later on tonight. I don't know why the hell he's out here against Penta. Shawn Spears looking to steal a championship, but Penta saves himself momentarily. I'm very curious why the hell Austin Theory is out here. Obviously, there are two different brands that these gentlemen are on, but hey, expect the unexpected tonight. It's a co-branded pay-per-view as, again, Shawn Spears, a devastating DDT. The second time that Penta's gone for that maneuver, and he's eaten vicious strikes, and it's Penta with a nice reversal as well there. It's been a hellacious match, and talking about hellacious, Shawn Spears just busted wide open. Penta now in trouble. He's in the corner. Let's see what Shawn Spears can pull up. Diabolical here in the corner. Uh-oh. Good old-fashioned throwing him right at shoulder first into the steel post. And now just going to choke him. Come on, ref. Come on, Robinson. He has up to at least a 5 count here. He's certainly getting close to that 5 count. And now Spears pinfall here. Will this be enough? No, 2.5. And now Shawn Spears exposing that top turnbuckle here. I don't know if Robinson saw it or not. Oh, yep, yes he did. He saw it, but Spears blocking him off for a big distraction. Now looking for that Death Valley driver. Drops him on his head and neck area. Pinfall opportunity. Can't tell if Robinson's near the pinfall count yet or not. But Penta kicks out as Robinson is obviously dealing with that exposed turnbuckle. Shawn Spears screwed himself there. But he probably thought that, maybe the referee would obviously help him out in that situation. Didn't work out that way, and Spears hits him with that southpaw clothesline. Spears now. Oh, again, every time he's done that, he's either missed it or it's been blocked. Oh, Spears. Uh-oh. Is he thinking sharpshooter here? Can he flip him? Yes, he does. Sharpshooter to the European champion. Will Penta have to tap out? Will Penta tap out here? This is a crucial moment in this matchup. Penta now able to slip out of it. Penta's really got to hit something right now, ladies and gentlemen. A pump-up maneuver. Absolutely brutal. Just being thrown up in the air like that just to have a hard landing. So now here comes Penta. Oh, goodness, a hard landing for him as well. Both men missing brutal maneuvers like that. High risk, high reward maneuvers. And now Spears, he feels like he's on cloud 9. He feels like he might be walking out with that European Championship. Shawn Spears with another Death Valley Driver. And will that be enough to become the new European Champion? Yes, it is. Shawn Spears has done it. He has knocked off the European Champion Penta here tonight. And a surprising result. Another surprising result already here at Night of Champions. Shawn Spears now is on the top of the European division. Certainly, he's the last couple months he's been getting a lot better, and he's showing you why here on Friday Night SmackDown, and now he's the European Champion. And regarding Penta, this is not the last time we're going to see Penta, as he'll be in a tag team match later on tonight. And now we transition to the World Tag Team Championships, as here comes R-Truth and The Miz, the Awesome Truth, make their way down to the ring. There on Monday Night Raw on the Go Home edition, we saw Logan Paul defeat The Miz one-on-one there. But now tonight, this is a good old-fashioned tag team matchup. Good old-fashioned 2 versus 2 tag team traditional matchup. We'll see if the Awesome Truth can walk out the new tag team champions. I have a big question with Austin Theory, who has himself a match now. Why'd he come out here before or during Penta's matchup to, distract him? I would love to know the answer to that. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves the Vision, the World Tag Team Champions. There is Austin Theory making his way down to the ring here. World Tag Team Champion. Certainly has held plenty of tag team championships in his career, regarding as well a former U.S. champion. And we'll see how Austin Theory fares tonight in his short reign so far as the World Tag Team Champion. A couple weeks ago, winning those tag team championships in a fatal 4-way tornado tag team elimination matchup. Came down to Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and The Miz. Miz was fighting for his life there, but ultimately it was just a numbers game. But I think Miz impressed Adam Pearce enough to give him that opportunity, a championship opportunity here tonight. And obviously it was named that, and then we saw the little preview with Logan Paul and The Miz. Austin Theory, I mean, you think he might have it all. Certainly, ever since he's come into business, he has had that look, different looks. He's held championships, but obviously, certainly a lot of these guys, they want to be able to be the top guy and, be the WWE champion or world champion, but there's only so many spots that somebody can hold on to. As now, here comes Logan Paul, the Maverick, the social media megastar, who can knock you out with one single blow. And there is Paul Heyman making his way down the ring as well. Feeling pretty good about himself is Logan Paul, and Paul Heyman especially, about this matchup here tonight. Certainly Logan Paul showed you that he can survive The Miz last night. Both of those men went to war, but Logan Paul survived The Miz there on Monday Night Raw. We'll see how it fares though. Both men probably close to 100% because they've had since Monday Night Raw, and obviously this is Saturday over here at Night of Champions now, so certainly they've had some time to recuperate. And then obviously you have some teams that are from SmackDown, maybe not so much. But it's all about right place, right time in these matches and breaking up pivotal moments. Certainly Logan Paul, Austin Theory, very underrated into what they bring. Logan Paul brings a lot. That's probably why Seth Rollins has brought him into this group. Certainly, you know, this vision of taking over this business, certainly it's definitely there. Obviously, Logan Paul, Austin Theory, World Tag Team Champions. Rollins looking to go after the World Heavyweight Championship and capture that. But time's going to tell when, if that is going to happen. Could happen tonight at Night of Champions. Maybe not. You just don't know. But we'll find out by the end of the night.
Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 441 pounds. The team of R-Truth and The Miz. And their opponents at a combined weight of 440 pounds. The World Tag Team Champions, Austin Theory and Logan Paul. The Vision.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the World Tag Team Championships to be defended live tonight here at Night of Champions. Who's it going to be? Will it be the Vision retaining the Tag Team Championships, or will it be the reunion of Awesome Truth? Referee rings the bell. Here we go. Both men. A little collar elbow tie up briefly before Truth tosses him in the corner for the very first tag of the matchup. Certainly Miz and Truth have been veterans in this business for a very, very long time. They know what to bring to the table. They've been in this business a lot longer than certainly is Miz overcalculating or undercalculating that, but been in this business a lot longer than Theory and Logan Paul even combined. So certainly when it comes to maybe a advantage, maybe it goes in the favor of Miz and R-Truth. But we'll see how this is going to fare as Logan Paul gets the tag in here. As Austin Theory a little struggling here early. Is now swinging neck breaker, takes down Logan Paul. And obviously the numbers game there with Paul Heyman there at ringside. Wait a minute, Paul Heyman getting involved. Maybe at least trying to be a distraction there. And I'm curious if Paul Heyman will be in the corner of Seth frickin' Rollins later on in the evening. Big time matchup there in the main event, as it will be LA Knight defending his World Heavyweight Championship against Seth frickin' Rollins, the visionary, the leader of this vision. Oh goodness, folding the Miz there. That is brutal. Landing on the back of his neck. Logan Paul just standing over the Miz there. But now Miz gonna look to make him pay. And oh, right there to the Adam's apple. Big elbow there. Oof. And now look at Paul Heyman. Heyman getting involved. Theory getting involved. Everybody's getting involved here on the Vision side. Now Miz and Logan Paul continuing going back and forth here. If Miz and R-Truth are able to walk out with the Tag Team Championships and try to take him to SummerSlam. As like we've mentioned before, SummerSlam will be a 2-night event. It will be live in New Jersey. Certainly going to be a big-time crowd there for those matches for sure. We already have one match officially announced. That was announced by The Rock last night to end Friday Night SmackDown after John Cena lost to Joe Hendry. Rock announced that it would be John Cena versus The Rock in 6 weeks' time. There in New Jersey. It's going to be a hell of a matchup. If Cena wins, he no longer has to deal with The Rock, and he can retire whenever he wants to. But if The Rock defeats John Cena, it is over and done with for Cena. He has to retire on the spot, and his career is officially over and done with. So we'll see how that is going to fare with that. And I thought with Cena winning his first two matches, beating Obafemi, defeating Dominic Mysterio, it felt like it was the old match, or big match, like the old big match John Cena that was coming out. But Joe Hendry, I mean, you saw what he has been. He's just a man that pulls out all sorts of different moves. He pulls out the attitude adjustments that John Cena hits with. I mean, you've seen the cutters from Joe Hendry as well. I mean, he's on top of his game. He's able to block a little bit of everything. And right now, whoever's whoever has to face him at SummerSlam, you may want to give Joe Hendry the benefit of the doubt and say he is going to walk out victorious and become the new WWE champion. As a big time tag here, here comes The Miz, and we got Logan Paul back in the ring, and he gets a big boot to the chest/face area. And for Miz and Truth, if they win tonight, this would be their first tag team championship win together throughout here in the series. This would be a pivotal moment for both these men to just win a championship and kind of grasp it for a good while. Miz, the last time he's held a championship was the U.S. Championship. I believe it was last year, if not 2 years ago, here in the series when he was on Friday Night SmackDown. As the Miz kicks loose to a big kick to the side of the skull into the pinfall. We'll see if this is enough to put away Logan Paul and become the new champions, but it is not. And regarding R-Truth, I don't believe he's won a championship here in the series. So tonight could be the night that R-Truth gets the job done. It's a nice pump kick right to the face of Logan Paul. Truth looking to continue that momentum as he gets tossed into his own corner. Truth, oh goodness, what a punch there. And if you gotta remember, for R-Truth there, obviously Logan Paul has some metal in his hand there, a titanic plate. So I guess you can't necessarily be surprised that he's busted open, but still, you know, this early in the matchup. But obviously, like we said, you gotta think about that metal that he has in his hand, or in his fist, I should say. Oh, goodness, and that one lucky blow from Logan Paul. Is that the knockout blow? Are we going to see still tag team champions? No, at least not yet. As another pinfall opportunity, referee dealing with that top turnbuckle. She's trying to fix the padding, but Logan Paul was trying to steal it, and R-Truth saying, that is not cool, dog. And now, Logan Paul trying to go for some type of full Nelson, but Truth ain't going to allow that to happen. Truth now looking for a back suplex. No, he's not. Big face buster there maneuver. R-Truth looking to have the shades of John Cena here. Here we go. R-Truth. 5-knuckle shuffle to Logan Paul. And now Logan Paul is busted open. And I think R-Truth looking to send a message here to Logan Paul. Little shades of his hero, John Cena. R-Truth with the attitude adjustment. New champions. Oh, no. Austin Theory breaks up the match, and the matchup will continue. Not only Joe Hendry pulling out Cena maneuvers, R-Truth is as well. Now Logan Paul, is he thinking about an attitude adjustment? Nope, he's thinking about good old-fashioned snake eyes on that top turnbuckle. And Paul looking to get a tag here. Yes, he will. He will tag in Austin Theory, and Paul Heyman is going ballistic at ringside there briefly because the referee, or not referee, but the fans are going, you know, crazy, trying to get Miz and R-Truth a championship win, trying to give them as much energy as possible. Big gut punch though from Austin Theory, trying to keep the championship a little bit longer than just a couple weeks here as Theory with a nice impaler DDT. Let's see if Theory can put down R-Truth once and for all. Big tag here. Here comes Logan Paul trying to slow down this matchup with the frequent tags, trying to take it to R-Truth here. We've seen this maneuver before. Logan Paul taking down Truth. Pinfall opportunity. But no, just a 1 count. Miz saves the day momentarily, and Logan Paul not too happy about that. And for Paul, he might want to get that cut next to his left eye checked out. Get any blood in your eye, you know, your vision's going to be messed up. It wasn't supposed to be a pun there, but, you know, your vision gets blurry, and certainly you're not going to be able to see what happens, and, you know, a big boot to the face comes a little bit quicker than expected. And now R-Truth with a spinning fist right to that open wound. And still to come tonight, we have the other tag team match later on tonight as the Lucha Brothers. They'll be in action, taking on the New Age Outlaws. And we already saw Penta lose that European Championship earlier on tonight to Shawn Spears, so you never know how everything else is going to play out later on in the evening here. As Miz now looking to go to work on Logan Paul continue to bring that fight and look to become the new Raw World Tag Team Champions. And now Miz from the second rope district, big elbow right across the face. And will that be the knockout blow? Pinfall early on in this matchup. 2. Or no, referee just saying a 1 count, very close to 2. Could just round it up, I guess. As Miz now looking for that running strike, and it connects. Hits all of it right to the body of Logan Paul. And I think Miz may have been trying to set up a possible figure 4 leg lock. This did not work out in his favor as Logan Paul gets a tag to 8-Town Down's own Austin Theory. And now, Theory saves himself momentarily from getting eaten up with a back suplex. Miz gets out of his own situation. Logan Paul saving Theory there. Back and forth we go in the corner. And now Miz looking for those world famous Miz kicks right to the chest area. He hit this maneuver earlier on tonight on Logan Paul. And now get ourselves a good old fashioned tag. Here comes R-Truth. Can Truth put this match away as he connects, or at least looks to connect with that spinning strike, and he does. Pinfall right in front of Paul Heyman. Heyman stomping around at ringside, not too happy about how vulnerable the Vision looks right now. Theory now. Let's see what he can do. Oh, goodness. Nice over the head suplex. And now Theory telling R-Truth to get up to his feet. What does Austin Theory have in mind? Like we mentioned for this young man, it's a nice drop kick through that second rope. But for Theory, multi-time tag team champion here in the series, and also former U.S. champion as well. So certainly Theory has been able to bring out the best of the best in these matches. And Theory now looking for that impaler facebuster. Down goes R-Truth, but now Miz saves the day momentarily. That's where R-Truth and company got to figure out something. R-Truth has eaten up a lot of damage here, ladies and gentlemen. Theory now in the trying to build up some speed. R-Truth saw it coming, and now Truth gonna look to try to get himself back in this matchup, but it's just too much of the Vision here late in the later stages of this match. Miz with a good old, goodness, facebuster, almost like a different variation of a skull-crushing finale there from Truth. And look at Austin Theory, big cut on the head. Paul Heyman getting involved here, trying to distract the Miz and R-Truth there to at least obviously tell him to get the heck out. Didn't happen, as now Miz and R-Truth will look to continue to cut off the ring and take it to Austin Theory. Double gut buster there, takes down Austin Theory. Now R-Truth, big stomp there. And all that weight right to the ribs. Into the pinfall. New tag team champions possibly, but look at that. Not even a 1 count coming out of that. And Miz is like, get him the heck out of my corner. And now, wait a minute. Paul Heyman getting involved here. R-Truth does not want to deal with any of this. He's like, deal with something else. Go talk to little Jimmy. As Theory stirring up to his feet, R-Truth watches as Theory gets back up to his feet. And now R-Truth, what a stunner. What a stunner there from Truth. Big time maneuver there from Truth. And now Miz gets tagged into the ring. Can these guys walk out victorious here? Miz telling Truth to get out the way. Miz has Theory up here. Miz flying crossbody, but it misses. And now Austin Theory will look to capitalize on a big mistake from the Miz. Nice clothesline there from Theory. Theory with a roll through, gets hit with a super kick. Super kick Miz. And now Miz looking to go high risk, high reward in this situation here. Miz, big time forearm right to the head there. And now pinfall opportunity, but Logan Paul saves the day once again. It's been a hard-hitting, grueling tag team championship match. Both teams know what is on the line. Obviously, not only the tag team championships, but obviously to take the tag team championships into SummerSlam weekend, because it is a first time ever 2-night event. Now Miz again continuing to have control over Austin Theory, but Theory trying to do his damnedest to get the heck out of the opposing corner. Nice going from the STO, but no, Miz with his own variation of an STO. A nice time clothesline. Now Miz going to try to decide what he wants to do. Big jab there to the open wound of Austin Theory. And now Miz going to take his time here. He's taking up a lot of time and go for that drop kick. Theory saw it coming because Theory was given way too much time there. And now into the corner we go. Pivotal stages of this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. We do get ourselves another big tag in this World Tag Team Championship match. Oh, I think he was going for that knockout blow there. Not too sure. Miz doesn't care. Here we go. Miz. DDT to Logan Paul. Paul Heyman's starting to feel some scrutiny right now and realizes, hey, I better get involved. And right now that's what he's doing. Miz telling him to worry about himself and about his team. Miz telling him to buzz off. And Logan Paul up to his feet. Just enough time to grab the Miz right there. Now back and forth we go. And look at Logan Paul just absolutely disrespecting the Miz there. Now Logan Paul has him in position here. Uh-oh. Not too sure what he was thinking about. Gets reversed into a nice DDT there. And now Truth going to get himself tagged into this matchup. Can R-Truth put this man away? Like we said, it's been a grueling matchup. Oh, nice flatliner there. Flatliner out of nowhere. Into the pinfall. Referee is in position. As soon as she got in position, Theory saves the day. And now the pinfall for The Miz here. Are we going to see new tag team champions? 2. Oh, so close. So close you could taste it. But Logan Paul stays in this matchup just for a little bit longer. And now, hold on, it is time for this. Time for the figure 4 leg lock here. Will Logan Paul have to tap out here? Theory gets in the ring and breaks up this opportunity. So close from Awesome Truth to becoming tag team champions there. And now R-Truth coming in the ring. Maybe going to look. No, I thought maybe a pinfall opportunity could be what they were going to be looking for. It didn't work out in their favor. And Logan Paul trying to get himself out of this corner. And do you blame him? I mean, certainly he's eating a lot of damage here. He's slowly stomping away. Now Logan Paul building up some speed just to run into a big boot there of R-Truth. Paul now with maybe some time to recuperate, maybe go for a tag, decides not to, and now just to try to inflict some more pain here on R-Truth. A big kick to the midsection, Logan Paul, just raking the face of R-Truth right off that top rope there. That is not going to feel good, and that is just going to open up that wound that Truth has already exposed. It's a big chop there from Logan Paul. Into the pinfall. Big opportunity here. Is this enough to knock off Truth? No, 2.5. And as this matchup continues, ladies and gentlemen, plenty of big-time matches throughout the night as R-Truth gets the knees up there. We didn't get the best camera angle to see that, but Truth keeps himself in this matchup. And look at that corkscrew twirl in the air. Pinfall. Theory's right there, though, to break it up. So no, Awesome Truth, no victory. But we still got some good old-fashioned wrestling here tonight, live here on Night of Champions. Obviously, that United States Championship matchup, Randy Orton, Ethan Page for the U.S. Championship. Going to be an absolute barn burner for sure. Ethan Page, he very well could have defeated Gunther on Monday Night Raw, but Gunther made Ethan Page tap out. And he still got himself a championship match. Adam Pearce gave him Randy Orton. So we'll see if that consolation prize will be any better for Ethan Page here later on in the evening. Miz wrenching in on that left arm there. Certainly not the best feeling in the world to just be absolutely tortured in this match. But certainly, you know, all these guys are feeling the effects. This is all for the World Tag Team Championships. This is what you want to have for this defense. Everyone's busted open for the most part, if not everybody. So in this matchup, you got to realize you got to put everything on the line, as now Theory has Miz up, drops him on his head and neck area. Now into the pinfall. Referee is in position. 2. No, Miz kicks out at 2.5. But Theory not done yet. Theory looking to finish the Miz here. We saw this earlier on tonight. Theory, down goes Miz into another pinfall opportunity. 1, 2, no, Miz again kicking out. And you notice R-Truth, he didn't try to come in here and break it up. Miz trying to crawl to the corner, but Theory is not going to allow that. Because after those devastating strikes, certainly you got to be able to keep on keeping on, as Miz just gets annihilated with that DDT. And right now it all feels like it is going in the favor of the Vision. As soon as I said that, Miz was able to connect with that super kick the second time in this matchup. And now Miz looking for that figure 4 leg lock. Will Austin Theory tap out? He's middle of the ring, nowhere to go. All hell is broken loose in this matchup. But now Miz is being flipped over. Miz is flipped over. And luckily for Miz, he was able to get himself out of it, because, you know, Miz, you never know if he would tap out to his own maneuver or the reverse of that figure 4. Theory now has Miz right where he wants him, catches it into a German suplex, that back suplex. And Theory all fired up. Miz trying to get to Truth, and Theory absolutely in love with himself, as now R-Truth into the ring, and here comes R-Truth with a flatliner, catches him, pinfall operation here. 1, 2, no, 2.5. Both sides have had opportunities to win this matchup, but they just have not been able to put the cherry on top of the sundae and walk away victorious. R-Truth with a big kick to the middle of that back. Truth now going to allow Miz to come back inside this ring. And certainly that's what you got to do, especially in the later stages of this matchup. You got to get some tags in, some maybe fresh tags, or maybe try to see if your partner can do a little bit more damage and just kind of work together as much as possible, man. The strategy gets kind of thrown out the window at most points. You got to just kind of work with what you have. Now Miz, what does he have in store for Austin Theory? Gonna drag him, looks like into the corner. Yes, he will. But Theory saw that coming, big elbow strike. And now Theory gonna toss him inside of his corner. And Theory's like, nah, not today, Miz. You're not taking our championships. As here we go again. 3rd time's the charm. No, it is not. Again, another super kick. That maneuver that Theory is trying to connect with has just not worked tonight and has not gone in his favor whatsoever. So he's got to stop trying for that maneuver. As that axe handle misses by Theory. And now Theory gonna look to go to work here on Miz. No, back and forth here. And now here comes the world famous Miz kicks. As you can already see the welts on the chest there of Austin Theory. Why not have some more? Now into the pinfall. Are we going to see new tag team champions? 2. Oh! Luckily Theory was able to kick out, because I think maybe, just maybe, that would have been it. As Miz now from behind looking for the skull-crushing finale, but Theory with a big reversal there. And now, oh goodness, what a neck breaker there. Who wants it more in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen? It's been a brutal tag team match for the World Tag Team Championships. And first title defense for the Vision, and they certainly are getting a lot for what they want right now. Probably could say more than they could bargain for here tonight. And we'll see what Logan Paul can apply here. Apply some more pressure here. Oh, going for that knockout blow to the back of the head. Miz now looking for that, looks like the figure 4 leg lock here right in front of the corner of Austin Theory and the Vision here. Logan Paul has nothing to do but tap out. Theory just got in the ring, and Logan Paul had to tap out. He could not feel the pain or take the pain any longer. And ladies and gentlemen, after only holding it for a couple weeks, Awesome Truth are your new World Tag Team Champions. Certainly a match that went on for quite a long time, but ladies and gentlemen, these guys tore down the house, and I can't wait to see on Monday Night Raw what R-Truth and The Miz will be doing for their celebration live there on Monday Night Raw. But now, we gotta move on to some more high-octane action here tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE United States Championship.
Have you guys just heard? It is time for the U.S. Championship match. A rivalry that started there briefly there on Monday Night Raw, and it kind of got dragged out just in the terms of Ethan Page being a part of the King of the Ring tournament. Couldn't really build to anything, and obviously Randy Orton even tried to distract Ethan Page at times early on in the tournament, but Ethan Page would still walk out victorious. Ethan Page would take on Gunther in the Raw finals on Monday Night Raw, and Gunther survived Ethan Page. Ethan Page, I honestly thought it was like an 80-20, maybe 90-10 matchup where Ethan Page, you could argue that should have won that. But Gunther made him tap out or pass out. So now Ethan Page, consolation prize, he gets the United States champion, Randy Orton. So now we get to see how this is all gonna pan out here. Certainly having Randy Orton as a quote-unquote consolation prize is it's nothing to be, I would say, to take away from Randy Orton. And Randy Orton, hopefully he understands that. But certainly Randy Orton finally is going to be able to get his hands on Ethan Page as he defends his United States Championship against Ethan Page. Randy Orton holding that U.S. Championship for a good while now. I don't know who's going to be able to knock off Randy Orton. Randy Orton, one of the best in all of WWE, looking to obviously continue to dominate as the U.S. champion. But right now, from what we've seen from, ever since coming out of WrestleMania in these last couple weeks, these superstars have been putting on clinics just in the terms of trying to survive. Obviously, one of the shocking results to kick us off here at Night of Champions, Joe Hendry knocking off Gunther. So it's any given time. And Shawn Spears even knocked off Penta to become the European champion earlier on tonight. So you just can't count out certain superstars in these big-time matches. These main eventers got to be able to showcase what they bring to the table and really work on every single match, because every single match is going to be completely different, as there is your United States champion, the Viper, Randy Orton, and he's now going to go to war with Ethan Page for that United States Championship.
Introducing the challenger from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 225 pounds, All Ego, Ethan Page. And his opponent from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 280 pounds, the WWE United States Champion, the Viper, Randy Orton.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the U.S. Championship to be defended. It is Ethan Page. It is Randy Orton, live tonight here in Saudi Arabia for the U.S. Championship. Ethan Page early on had his sights on that U.S. Championship, was detoured into that King of the Ring tournament, and now he focuses back up here to take on the Viper, Randy Orton. And look at these big elbow strikes from the Viper. Obviously, Randy looking to send a message to Ethan Page to even try and screw him, because obviously the first week of Monday Night Raw we had a All Champions main event. It was Randy Orton, the U.S. champion, LA Knight, the World Heavyweight Champion, 1-on-1. And Ethan Page got himself involved in that matchup, hitting a big maneuver on Randy Orton. Referee didn't see it, and ultimately that attack would kind of mount up because LA Knight would end up defeating Randy Orton in a one-on-one non-title match. Now we just got to see how this is all going to build up. And obviously, as Ethan Page went into the King of the Ring and picked up some wins, Randy Orton was trying to get in his head and kind of see how he'd react. And Ethan Page was able to still walk out victorious in that match that Randy Orton was trying to distract him in. And Ethan Page even made it to the finals. But ultimately, Ethan Page tapping out to Gunther on Monday Night Raw recently. But Adam Pearce is giving him this matchup tonight, calling it a quote-unquote consolation prize, even though anything with Randy Orton in it, and probably Adam Pearce talked to Randy Orton about those comments, but certainly, consolation prize, it's probably a shot at Ethan Page is saying, hey, you lost that, and now you're going to get Randy Orton like you previously wanted. So it's put up or shut up time for Ethan Page. And Ethan Page, he looked extremely well against Gunther, ladies and gentlemen. So you can't put anything past Ethan Page. He could be put on one hell of a matchup with Randy Orton, and Orton could, not be able to capitalize at a certain instincts or a part of the matchup, and Ethan Page might be able to, hit a couple maneuvers, hit that twisted ego or, something else, and walk out victorious. You just never know what may happen in these type of matches. As Randy Orton with a big time maneuver coming right after Ethan Page. Good old-fashioned Luthez press, and Orton again attacking with a different variation of that, as now Ethan Page, I believe, is cut open here. And Orton going to that spot here. Was he thinking about RKO? No, just playing some mind games, as Orton now with a gut wrench. Going to turn it into a neck breaker. Ooh, that certainly isn't going to be feeling too good, as now Randy Orton trying to pick up a victory here. I believe it's right in between the eyes that Ethan Page is busted open. Could be a broken nose. You never know. Look at this armbar from Randy Orton. Just trying to decimate Ethan Page here. Just wrenching it in. And Ethan Page, big time strikes right to the temple of Randy Orton. And this is where Ethan Page has got to flip the switch right now against Randy Orton. The Viper. One of the best to ever do it. First ballot WWE Hall of Famer whenever he does decide to retire. And for Randy Orton, he's a former WWE champion, current U.S. champion, and even being a former tag team champion as well here in the series. So, Orton, you can't look past what he's been able to accomplish, and certainly he wants to hold more championships and even hold on to championships even longer. So we'll see if he can hold on to this U.S. Championship a little bit longer, as he kicks him in the head and hits him with an axe handle about halfway across the ring. And Orton now, he's going to that place. Ethan Page in trouble. Here comes Randy Orton. DDT vintage Randy Orton. And look at Ethan Page. He is not moved. He's been stunned. And Randy Orton going to look to maybe finish this matchup. Well, deciding not to in that opportune time. And now, big time scoop slam. That is vintage Randy Orton. And now Orton going to that position. Randy Orton, RKO. But no, Ethan Page catches him with a power slam. Now can All Ego switch it up here? Can All Ego Ethan Page make Randy Orton pay after missing that RKO? Ethan Page now has him on the top rope, but Randy with a big weak leg kick that stunned Ethan Page momentarily. And look at Randy. He's feeling pretty good about himself. He wants this match to have a little bit more energy here. Into the hook of the leg, though. Maybe that could be enough, but no. Just a 1 count. Good back and forth matchup early. This is for the U.S. Championship. And, oh, vicious neck breaker there from Randy. Trying to pull out all the stops tonight. And now another armbar situation. We saw this earlier on tonight. Will Ethan Page have to tap out? Middle of that ring. Nowhere to go. Ethan Page, oh, big punches right to the face there of Randy Orton to just even get himself out of it. Wait a minute. Cradle here. Trying to cradle Orton for a win here. 1. Ooh, just a 1 count, though. He's literally keeping Randy Orton on his toes there. It's back and forth here. Orton now going to connect with an Irish whip into another power slam. Uh-oh, Orton going to that place one more time. He did get blocked the first time for that RKO, but not the second time. RKO from Randy Orton. Is this it? 2. No, 2 and a half. The matchup will continue. Randy again going to that place one more time. Orton connected the first time with this maneuver and looking to spike him one more time. Orton again. DDT to Ethan Page. Ethan Page suffering an RKO, 2 brutal DDTs. Don't know how much more can be left in the tank for Ethan Page. There's now a big Irish whip off the ropes here into a pump-up slam. Orton really just testing the all-ego Ethan Page here as Ethan Page gets hit with an RKO. RKO, and that may be all she wrote tonight. 2, 3. Randy Orton is still your U.S. champion. Ethan Page put up a fight, but when you're dealing with the Viper Randy Orton, it is the type of match, ladies and gentlemen, that you better make sure you're 100% ready for mentally and physically, because Orton is on top of his game right now. No luck involved. Randy Orton still the U.S. champion coming out of Night of Champions, and we'll see what his road to SummerSlam, the 2-night event, will look like for that U.S. championship and for the Viper Randy Orton. Maybe Ethan Page was not 100% after his matchup with Gunther. We'll never know. But Orton is still your U.S. champion. Couldn't ask for a better showing for Randy Orton on the road, now officially going through New Jersey, live there at SummerSlam. As we get ready to move on here, as we continue with more championship matches.
Is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the WWE Tag Team Championship.
And now again we are moving to the tag team division on Friday Night SmackDown for the WWE Tag Team Championships, as we are going to see Road Dogg and Billy Gunn go at it here live tonight. Our tag team together to take on Lucha Brothers for those WWE Tag Team Championships. Could the night be tonight for them to walk out as the new tag team champions? They've been very close here in Universe Mode, especially on Monday Night Raw, very close, especially at WrestleMania, coming up a very short, unfortunately for them, at WrestleMania against the Dudley Boys in that tag team table elimination matchup. And then here on Friday Night SmackDown, they've been drafted each time to Friday Night SmackDown, looking to have their opportunity. They finally get it here tonight, live here at Night of Champions here in Saudi Arabia. Could tonight be the night excuse me, that they become the tag team champions and knocking off the Lucha Brothers? The Lucha Bros knocking off the Wyatt Six. They're at Saturday night's main event, if I do recall correctly, and this is a big-time defense early on in their title reign.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, D-Generation X proudly brings to you the Road Dogg Jesse James, the badass Billy Gunn, the New Age Outlaw. And of course, if you're not down with that, We got 2 words for you.
And now, after that lovely intro from the New Age Outlaws, now we wait for the WWE Tag Team Champions. That is Penta and Rey Fenix. And now, obviously, that takes probably a little bit more pressure off Penta, having 2 championships, being the European Champion and also the WWE Tag Team Champion. And certainly Penta doesn't mind doing both. It is asking a lot for Penta to do it, but if there's a man certainly to do it, Penta could do it. But now he can focus on the tag team division at hand with his brother Rey Fenix. Certainly one of the best tag teams in all of WWE, and not just WWE, but in the world today. Certainly, if you look at it, Rey Fenix, Penta could definitely top any tag team in the world.
Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 501 pounds. The Road Dogg Jesse James and Badass Billy Gunn, the New Age Outlaws. And their opponents at a combined weight of 409 pounds. The team of Rey Fenix and Penta.
And now it is time for the WWE Tag Team Championships to be defended, representing the Friday Night SmackDown brand. Will we see new champions, or will they stay in the corner of the Lucha Brothers? Referee rings the bell. Here we go. You got the New Age Outlaws, who are WWE Hall of Famers, looking to add another championship reign to their already historic careers. It'll be the very first time here in Universe mode, but still big opportunity for them nonetheless. And then you got Rey Fenix and Penta, the current tag team champions. Big first reign here tonight. They're going to have to bring it all. And we saw how Billy Gunn and Road Dogg dealt in that fatal 4-way tornado tag team elimination matchup. It was very tough. Came down to Road Dogg, Billy Gunn, and Finn Balor. Finn Balor was trying to deal with it, and it looked like moments in that last moments, you know, if Finn Balor was able to connect with a move, could be an elimination, but it just did not work out there in the sights of everything going down. And, well, ultimately, obviously, we saw there on Friday Night SmackDown, Billy Gunn, Road Dogg walking out. The winners went through hell and back, and certainly they're not going to be 100%, but, you know, obviously Road Dogg, Billy Gunn have dealt with all sorts of different scenarios throughout their historic tag team and Hall of Fame careers, so wouldn't put it past them to really give the Lucha Brothers a tough test here tonight on Night of Champions. As a double drop kick stuns Road Dogg and takes him down. Penta now. What does Penta have in store for Road Dogg? Going for a super kick. Oh, nice jab there from Road Dogg. And obviously also Penta he's not going to be 100% after being in that European Championship match earlier on tonight that he did lose. And we have Shawn Spears being the new WWE European Champion. Super kick into the pile driver. Penta and Rey Fenix working quite well together. But Billy Gunn just did get the tag in, and he's going to make Rey Fenix pay. Dropping him on those many blood imprints that we have on our canvas here live at Night of Champions, and it looks like we might add some more blood. Looks like Rey Fenix busted wide open. And here comes Billy Gunn. Oh, both have been looking for different variations of a drop kick into a super kick as well, but obviously did not work out in their favor. And matches still to come tonight include the likes of Sheamus, Javon Evans, one-on-one contest for the Intercontinental Championship. That match is certainly going to be a banger. Plus, that triple threat elimination matchup between Damian Priest, Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre. Roman Reigns and Damian Priest have been feuding ever since that match really happened in that triple threat matchup where Damian Priest defeated Drew McIntyre to win that triple threat matchup. This time around, it is a triple threat elimination matchup. So certainly it's not your good old-fashioned normal triple threat matchup. Little different variety could happen in this match. The double drop kick takes down Billy Gunn. So we'll see how that all pans out. Plus, your main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, is Penta misses wildly. Billy Gunn was able to move out the way. We're also going to see in the main event, LA Knight defend his World Heavyweight Championship against Seth frickin' Rollins. Nice trip into Road Dogg doing his vintage dance to hit a big knee right to the back of the neck. Pinfall opportunity, but no, still early enough to keep Penta down. Yes, he's not 100%, but Penta is still a fighter, and he's going to scratch and claw the whole entire time. Now into the corner we go here. Rey Fenix and Penta working quite well in the tag team department. It's a double backstabber. That certainly isn't going to be feeling the best. Look at Rey Fenix almost blowing the knee out of Road Dogg, and Penta and Rey Fenix working quite well again in that corner. Pinfall referee is right there. Ooh, Road Dogg grabbing that bottom rope at the very last second, and luckily our referee was right there on point here. And nice moonsault, that springboard moonsault, keeping Road Dogg from getting up to his feet. But right now, Lucha Bros looking pretty good in their tag team defense early on here. We'll see if they can keep it up. Penta lining up Road Dogg. Here we go. Penta, nice Hurricane Rana, takes down Road Dogg, showing that no fear ability. And now into the corner now. And right now, this is what the Lucha Brothers need to continue to do. Cut off the ring. They're doing great at that. There's another backstabber there to slow down Road Dogg even further. This is what you gotta love about tag team wrestling. With some of these tag teams, you might expect a certain thing, but you get something completely different. As here we go, Hurricane or Irish whip into the corner. Uh-oh, Rey Fenix. This could be bad. Oh, is he looking about for Muscle Buster here? Oh goodness, almost like a Penta driver of sorts. I thought he was thinking Muscle Buster. We've seen Samoa Joe years and years ago use that maneuver, and that had won him multiple championships here in the series, but a different variation of I would say a Penta driver of sorts. Nice power bomb there from Road Dogg to try to get themselves some momentum. It has all been the Lucha Bros tonight so far. We'll see if the New Age Outlaws can figure out something to get themselves back in this matchup and to walk out victorious and try to become the new tag team champions, especially here on Friday Night SmackDown. Obviously, you know, SummerSlam 2-night event, a lot to build up to in 6 weeks' time, and once we get into you know, after tonight, it'll be 5 weeks, but certainly it's a lot to build up to. Currently 6 weeks, will be 5 weeks once we get to SmackDown. But like I said, plenty of time to build up. Is showing that no fear. Penta. Oh my goodness. Wrenching that bad boy out of socket there. Pinfall opportunity. Will Billy Gunn. Oh, very close. Just a 2 count. And right now, New Age Outlaws really feeling the hurting that has been brought to them here tonight, live here on Night of Champions. And oh, wait a minute. Penta, what is he thinking about doing? What the hell? Penta has him on the top rope here. Wait a minute. An avalanche! An avalanche destroyer! Is that going to be it, too? Oh, my goodness. You have never seen that before. Oh, my goodness. An avalanche Mexican destroyer there from Penta. Turning him inside out. Takes Road Dogg and turns him inside out. Billy Gunn probably doesn't even know where the hell he is at. Pulling out all sorts of different maneuvers. Penta ain't afraid for sure. And Penta dealing with Road Dogg and Billy Gunn at the same time. Penta with a snapmare takedown. And will look to go to work on Road Dogg here as Billy Gunn recuperates in the corner. And now Billy Gunn from behind trying to take it to Penta. Penta with his own reversal. Tosses him on the apron. Big enziguri. 2-for-1 specials. Penta. Here we go. to Road Dogg. He's trying to defeat Billy Gunn and Road Dogg at the same time. Road Dogg dealing with his own thing. Penta was getting rolled up. Referee dealing with all sorts of different situations going on. And we'll see if Billy Gunn can capitalize now. Looking for that famouser on Penta. We saw that famouser multiple times in that fatal 4-way matchup recently, and it almost won him the tag team championships for his team tonight. But just not enough. He's got to inflict some more pain on Penta first here. And now good old-fashioned swinging neck breaker takes down Penta. Gonna look to be more aggressive in this situation. Will it be enough? No, just a 1 count. Gotta still do some more. And maybe with Penta taking on 2 guys at once, and then Billy Gunn was able to kind of change the momentum. We'll see if that was a key factor in this matchup, and if it will really change the outcome of this matchup. And now Billy Gunn will look to go to work here again, looking for maybe a sit-out power bomb of sorts. Nope. Gonna look to use the ropes, maybe. Yes, he will, to the top. Using that top rope to his advantage. Using his surroundings to his advantage. That's what you got to do sometimes. As Penta, here we go. Nice tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Sending a direct message there to Billy Gunn, who certainly is definitely feeling a little wobbly after taking that avalanche pile driver just a little bit ago. Very first time here in the series, we've seen Penta pull that bad boy out of his repertoire. And now, Rey Fenix, Penta, super kick, pile driver combination. And now Billy Gunn gets the tag. Rey Fenix doesn't realize what's going to happen as Rey Fenix using the ropes to his advantage, though. Missile drop kick. I didn't think he was going to really see it coming, but used it to his advantage. He probably thought Billy Gunn was in there and ended up realizing he got somebody else. As again, Rey Fenix again going to the well one too many times, and Road Dogg saw it coming. As Rey Fenix tosses Road Dogg in the corner, cutting off the ring a little bit as much as possible. Oh, nice DDT there from the Road Dogg. See if Road Dogg can get himself a big win here right in front of Penta. Could you imagine? Right in front of his own brother, but nope, not enough. Got to still bring the pain. But we still have a number of championship matches, like we mentioned a little bit ago. Like we mentioned that Sheamus and Javon Evans matchup. I believe Sheamus is going to get himself a tough test for sure in that matchup. As Penta looking for the Penta driver there on Road Dogg. Should have went for the pinfall combination on that, but Penta taking off the gloves. Maybe looking to inflict some more pain here. Uh-oh. As he takes him in the corner, Road Dogg busted open. Now Penta's busted open. 2 for 1 specials for both guys. Or 1 for 1 special for both guys, but whatever you want to call it. And now Billy Gunn from behind. Here we go. Oh my goodness, we've seen that maneuver quite a bit there in the series. Shout out to Jinder Mahal with that maneuver. And now into the corner, Billy Gunn with a hard, stiff clothesline. There into the corner. And now Billy Gunn building up some speed and some power there, but no. Eats a good old-fashioned basement drop kick. Back and forth we go in this situation. Who wants to be the WWE Tag Team Champions? Will it be Penta and Rey Fenix still, or will we see new Tag Team Champions in the New Age Outlaws? Oh my goodness. Your spine getting stomped on that. That is not a normal thing. As Rey Fenix takes Billy Gunn into the corner here. Oh, Billy Gunn, he's trying to use as much energy as he can use right now to keep himself in this matchup. Obviously, we got ourselves key situations here. As Rey Fenix, big punch there. Wait a minute. Springboard, Hurricane Rana. What a maneuver there from Rey Fenix. Billy Gunn's going to be feeling that. That lower back has to be tortured. And now Rey setting up Billy Gunn. I'm not too sure what exactly he may have in mind. You never know with how talented Rey Fenix is. Building up some speed. Oh, going for that, but kind of took way too much time to really set that up. And that's why Billy Gunn was able to see that coming. Especially seeing a fast guy running past you, you're gonna see it, and you're just gotta be able to react in time, and that's what Billy Gunn did. Billy Gunn and Road Dogg have certainly seen their fair share of fast guys throughout the years in the tag team division. And now Rey Fenix Walking the ropes here. Oh, look at that maneuver there. High risk, high reward, and we just saw Rey Fénix do it to the best of his abilities. And now, tagging in his brother Penta. Let's see if they can top this match off here and retain those tag team championships. Penta pointing right after Billy. Uh-oh, Penta. Oh, nice cross body from the top rope. Very, very effective as now Penta tosses Billy Gunn back in the corner. As you can tell, they're just trying to slow down Billy Gunn as much as possible there. There's a cutter from Billy Gunn. And now Penta, he's snapped. He is snapped. He's looking to eliminate Billy Gunn and eliminate their chances as a big-time Death Valley driver. And now Penta, looking to show you that no fear here in Billy Gunn. Right now just wrenching that arm in here, trying to make Billy Gunn submit. Oh, goodness, you can see him wrenching in on that forearm. Or not the forearm, but just the hand in general. Those finger ligaments, man. It's going to take a while for some of these superstars to really feel it. And obviously, once the adrenaline wears off, they're going to be feeling it for sure. Billy Gunn, Road Dogg have gone through absolute hell tonight, live here at Night of Champions. But will it be worth it to become the new WWE Tag Team Champions? They got to knock off the Lucha Brothers if they want to get that far, though. Penta having to deal with both men here. Road Dogg, here we go. Down he goes. Down goes Penta. Is this going to be the time that we see new champions? No. Penta able to stay in this matchup just a little bit longer. And now Road Dogg, Jesse James, waiting for Penta to get up to his feet. Here we go, Road Dogg. Oh, he overshot it. He overshot Penta there. But luckily for Road Dogg, Penta is still out of it. And it gives him enough time to do his good old-fashioned dance moves. Into the jab, into the face. Right there to Penta. Penta's in trouble right now. Billy Gunn, Road Dogg have him in his corner. But now, wait a minute. Roll through right. It's blocking Billy Gunn from getting in the ring. And it almost got him to still become the tag team champions. And now Sling Blade there from Penta. Trying to pull out all sorts of different maneuvers in the later stages of this match. And now Rey Fénix setting up something here to do to Road Dogg. What does Rey Fénix have in store here? Oh, goodness. Road Dogg stomping the face of Rey Fénix. Man. With how fast that was brutal. Rey Fénix able to connect, though, live on Billy Gunn, though. I think that's exactly what he was trying to do to Road Dogg. And now into the pinfall. Blocks off Road Dogg, pardon me, from trying to get into the ring. And obviously everything is thrown out the window at this point in this tag team matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Just trying to figure out what is going to work well and continue to be at the right place, right time, because referees could be out of position. And obviously right now, the later stages of this matchup, the tag team partners may not be coming in until a little bit later. So it just really depends on what goes on in this matchup. You can see Rey Fénix, his body is just going through it. Same with everyone, especially Billy Gunn. His back and chest area seemed like it has sustained a lot of damage. And obviously we saw that avalanche pile driver, that Mexican destroyer. That was absolutely devastating earlier on in the match. And now Billy Gunn looking to inflict some more pain here on Rey Fénix. Looking for that good old-fashioned famouser right there on Rey Fénix. Will that be enough? Will we see new tag team champions? Rey Fénix dragged into the middle of the ring. Pinfall opportunity. One. Oh, Penta right there to save the day. Ooh, Billy Gunn not too happy about that, but it just means we get some more professional wrestling in the middle of this ring. He's now tossed in the corner. We go. Fénix again surviving in this later stages of this matchup. Rey Fénix, Penta, Billy Gunn, Road Dogg, all feeling it right here tonight. As what a kick. More than anything in that, it's just kind of showboating. As now, good old-fashioned Mexican destroyer to Billy Gunn. And he's just getting brutalized with that Mexican Destroyer pinfall. Oh, and look at Road Dogg. A last-ditch effort to survive this matchup. Penta now going at it. Road Dogg taken out. Billy Gunn with a full Nelson slam to the outside. And now it means it's a good old-fashioned one-on-one contest here between Rey Fenix and Billy Gunn. And uh-oh, someone might be going through a table here at Live at Night of Champions here in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. But nope, Billy Gunn just telling you guys to suck it. Nope, no one's going through a table. Got your hopes up for nothing. Sorry about that. And Billy Gunn, famouser out of nowhere. He baited Rey Fenix. Rey Fenix didn't capitalize, and a pinfall opportunity. Is this enough? But no, Rey Fenix able to kick out. That famouser out of nowhere, man. You got to be extremely careful. As there is an arm bar here, Rey Fenix could tap out here. Referee's in position. Nowhere to go for Fenix. He has sustained a lot of damage. But no, look at these punches. Big jabs to the face, and it has busted open Billy Gunn here. Uh-oh, roll through. Hurricane Rana. If I was Rey Fenix, I'd turn that into a pinfall combination. As Penta gets a tag in the ring here. I think in the later stages of the matches, you kind of have to. For me personally, at least. As now into the corner we go. Penta looking to strike Billy Gunn. Did not work out in his favor. Now Billy Gunn. Let's see if he can maybe hit a big-time maneuver that will incapacitate Penta. The strength and power. Hits him with a good old jackhammer. Penta's going to be feeling that one. These maneuvers are starting to add up for all of these superstars tonight. And now Road Dogg may be able to put the final pieces of this matchup away. Road Dogg going to stomp away, though. And just really send a message to Penta. Road Dogg telling him to get up to his feet. Let's get into it very badly for one of these superstars. Here we go. Road Dogg again has him up and brings him down. Pinfall opportunity. We could see new tag team champions. And we do. Rey Fenix thought Penta was going to kick out. He didn't. And just like that, it has not been the night for Penta. Certainly losing the European Championship, now losing the Tag Team Championships, and now the New Age Outlaws add more Tag Team gold to their already WWE Hall of Fame career. The New Age Outlaws are your new WWE Tag Team Champions. They went through hell and back tonight to become your new champions. It is going to get bouncy here tonight, live at Night of Champions, as the OG, the Youngblood, Javon Evans, earned himself this match after walking out in a fatal four-way match. He got it via a roll-up, but a win is a win for Javon Evans. And certainly he will not be 100%, but it does not mean he won't walk out victorious. We could see a new champion once again here tonight. Could be a night full of new champions. You just never know. Javon Evans looking to become Intercontinental Champion. Looking to take that championship away from Sheamus. Sheamus has held that Intercontinental Championship for a little bit now. And we'll see if he can continue to hold that championship. Sheamus, last time he had a title defense, he knocked off John Cena to retain that championship. Now he deals with Javon Evans. But certainly expect a banger of a matchup here tonight in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. If you want a banger, you're going to get a banger. And for Javon Evans, you got to be careful with those high-flying abilities because Sheamus might catch you with a brogue kick out of nowhere. And there it is, Sheamus, the Intercontinental Champion. Banger after banger after banger. No burger after burger after burger. Straight up banger after banger. He is your Intercontinental Champion. Can he continue to be the Intercontinental Champion live here tonight, live here at Night of Champions. It is going to be a tough test, a very good test for Sheamus to really prove to all the world that he's still one of the best here in all of WWE. Sheamus being the Intercontinental Champion. He's held so many tag team championships in his career. The Intercontinental Championship being the first singles championship for his career, and certainly for Sheamus, he does not want to be dropping that championship any time soon. And certainly, this man, like I said, one of the best on SmackDown. He's gonna continue to show that, but he's got a tough test against Javon Evans.
Introducing the challenger from Greensboro, North Carolina, weighing in at 180 pounds, Javon Evans. And his opponent from Dublin, Ireland, weighing in at 267 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus!
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the Intercontinental Championship to be defended. Will we see a new Intercontinental Champion? Will it be Javon Evans? Or will it be the Celtic Warrior Sheamus retaining the championship tonight? Referee ringing the bell. Here we go. And look at Javon Evans. Almost like a Trouble in Paradise maneuver. And Sheamus, obviously, we told Javon Evans, we said, hey, he's got to definitely be careful in this situation, taking on Sheamus with those bro kicks out of nowhere. But also, going back to Sheamus, he cannot allow Javon Evans to be bouncy, like his nickname is, the OG, bouncy and all this other stuff. You cannot allow him to start hitting those moonsaults and these cutters and all sorts of different things, because obviously Sheamus is a whole different breed. It's not like he can't handle a man like Javon, but obviously everyone has their limits when dealing with a guy that is so bouncy that Javon Evans can fly and soar up in the sky. Oh, it's a big clothesline, takes down Javon Evans. Sheamus looking to fly here. Big knee right across the chest and face area. Now again, Sheamus going high risk once again here. Big opportunity. Sheamus again using the high risk abilities to his advantage. So maybe he has a totally different game plan. He's not going to try to shy away from whatever he wants to do just because Javon Evans is bouncy. Now Sheamus. Submission hold here, maybe, as he wrenches it in, but referee calls a rope break. Maybe the long legs of Javon Evans, maybe underneath the bottom rope there, but that's kind of touchy. As Sheamus watches on, as Javon Evans taking a quick second to recuperate here. But you cannot give a man like Javon Evans just a split second, even, honestly, because I guarantee you his stamina is probably off the charts. And now Sheamus going to go to work again in the corner, working that lower back, and that's a good idea as well. Certainly if Javon can't, run at full speed and do his maneuvers at full speed, that goes in the favor of Sheamus. Oh, goodness, what a backbreaker. Oof. Definitely not the best feeling in the world to take that. Javon Evans trying to get himself out of this situation. Sheamus, oh no, he gets hit with a drop kick right to the right knee. It stunned Sheamus just enough. Back and forth we go. Now into the corner. You can feel the intensity kind of coming up a little bit here. Big time into the corner. Oh, Sheamus is not done. Going to the other corner now. Oh. Javon Evans is definitely going to be feeling that. And now Sheamus again. Fall away slam this time away. And now Sheamus looking to have a pivotal pinfall here. But no, just a 1 count. Matchup will continue. And now Sheamus, is he thinking about a bro kick early on in this matchup? He may have to send a message to the Javon Evans. If we want a fatal four-way match just last night to earn himself this opportunity. Sheamus is fresh as possibly can be. Sheamus wasn't in the King of the Ring. He wasn't any of that. He's still your Intercontinental Champion, and he has shown everybody that he's in fantastic shape. He's your Intercontinental Champion. He doesn't plan on losing it anytime soon, even over a man that is a fan favorite like Javon Evans. Sheamus is a fan favorite as well. Two top tier going at it. Sheamus, the current crop of talent, and then obviously you got Javon Evans, who is wanting to be the best in the business. Especially, you got drafted by Nick Aldis here for Friday Night SmackDown. Obviously, Nick Aldis sees something in this young man. Big stomp there from Sheamus, trying to slow down Javon Evans. Doing a pretty good job at that. Going for the knee strike. That's not going to feel good. That's definitely going to slow down Sheamus. And as soon as I said that, bro kick right to the temple. Is that it? 2. No, 2.5. Very, very close. And I'm just going to stomp away right there at the midsection there of Javon Evans. Sheamus now looking to show you that strength and power with a nice gut wrench sit out powerbomb. Javon Evans doing the right thing, rolling out to the outside to try to recuperate. And look at Sheamus. He's like, nope, not going to allow that. But it did give Javon Evans enough time to recuperate enough to where he's getting the upper hand here. Frankensteiner right next to the Intercontinental Championship. I'm surprised it didn't knock that championship belt right off of it, to be honest with you. And right now, Sheamus is in trouble here at ringside. And now, oh my goodness, what a swinging cutter there from Javon Evans. Pulling out all the stops here at ringside, using the no countout to his advantage. And now Javon going to toss him back inside the ring, realizing that he has to put him away inside the ring, even if his carcass. Oh, nice standing Spanish fly there. Even if his carcass is obviously heavier than Javon Evans. And now Evans, looking for that springboard cutter. He hits it there on Sheamus. Is this it? Are we going to see new Intercontinental Champion? 2. No, Sheamus kicks out at 2.5. And now looking for that bouncy drop kick. Sheamus shuts that down immediately. Now Sheamus, here we go. Showing you some agility here into a stiff clothesline. We've seen both men hit big-time maneuvers. Wait a minute. Sheamus is trying to cheat here, trying to keep Javon Evans down here. But luckily for Javon Evans, he was able to kick out of it. And hey, even top baby faces, hey, sometimes they got to do whatever they got to do to walk out victorious in a tough match like this. It's very unrealistic a lot of times, but hey, in a big stage like this, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Now Javon Evans looking to work on Sheamus even more. That was a stiff shot in the corner there. And now again another stiff shot. This time around, Sheamus to Javon Evans. Are we going to see a brogue kick here from Sheamus? No, he's not. Just battering the drum, though. And now Sheamus. Oh, wait a minute. Sheamus. A little bit too much power on the pull-up there. Javon Evans looking to use it to his advantage, but no, not even a 1 count. It is keeping Sheamus on his toes, though. And now, standing Spanish fly a second time in this matchup. And now Evans, moonsault to Sheamus. Right now, Evans is on top right now. Will it be enough to become new champion? No. Strong kick out there from Sheamus. And what is Javon Evans thinking about in the later stages of this matchup? Running knee to Sheamus. Sheamus is in trouble. Javon Evans looking to get extra bouncy. Frog splash there to Sheamus. Right there to the ribs. Javon Evans believes that's enough to become the new champion. 2. No, 2.5. Javon Evans has got to be frustrated. Javon Evans trying to figure out what he wants to do, but he took up way too much time. And now Sheamus now going to look to capitalize. But now Evans, back and forth we go. The intensity of this match is starting to up the pace here. Evans looking for a scoop slam. Does connect. Has Sheamus in the landing zone. Javon Evans. Corkscrew in the air, but the knees of Sheamus is up. Right there to the guts of Javon Evans. And oh, cutter out of nowhere. Simple cutter out of nowhere there from Javon. Looking to steal a victory here. 2, 3, no. Sheamus at the last millisecond survives this matchup, man. Sheamus has got to pull something out right now. Evans is hitting on all categories at this moment. And a Hurricane Rana only continues to help out Javon. From the top rope. Uh-oh. Can only imagine what Javon Evans may be thinking as Sheamus is stirring to his feet. Going for another Hurricane Rana. Could this be the last moments we see of the Intercontinental Championship reign here tonight of the Celtic Warrior? Oh, and we're back attack there. Springboard, misses a leg drop, does not work out. And now Sheamus going to look for this devastating neck breaker. And just like that, that gets Sheamus back in this match right now. And he's just beating his chest. And now this could be the end of Javon Evans, depending on what Sheamus may be having in store here. Looking for that Celtic cross here, I believe. Has Javon Evans up? Celtic cross to Javon Evans. Is that enough to retain? 2. Oh, so close, 2.9. The match up continues. What a barn burner of a matchup, ladies and gentlemen. As now, Sheamus off the ropes. Big punt kick right to the temple. Not sure how much more both Javon and Sheamus are going to be able to withstand in this matchup. As Sheamus with a nice tilt-a-roll slam, taking it to our boy Javon Evans. Now this is where Javon Evans has to figure out Sheamus here. Back and forth between both men. And as soon as I say that, Javon Evans with a nice reversal to get himself briefly back in this matchup here. What does Javon Evans need to do to slow down Sheamus as a rebound clothesline? Here we go, over the top of Sheamus. Ooh, into a spinning heel kick. That will certainly slow down Sheamus. Will it be enough to slow him down enough to become champion, though? No, just a 1 count. It was a good maneuver from Javon Evans, just not enough to keep down the big man. Now a springboard frog splash on the ribs of Sheamus. You can feel Javon Evans is starting to get desperate with these maneuvers, and this time just a 1 count. Now Javon Evans got to figure out something. Is Evans in the corner here looking for another running knee strike, and it connects a second time in this match. But Sheamus doing the veteran thing, rolling to the corner. Javon Evans all fired up, and he connects with a nice drop kick into the corner. You can really see Javon Evans trying to figure out what he wants to do at this particular time. Sheamus is stirring up to his feet. Javon Evans looking to make him pay. But wait a minute, roll up here. But oh, luckily for Javon, there was a lovely rope break that saved the day momentarily. This is anyone's ball game, ladies and gentlemen. We could be seeing a new Intercontinental Champion anytime in this matchup. Or will Sheamus be able to survive Javon Evans? I'm very curious if we had any of those other 3 guys that would replace Javon Evans. You know, certainly what would the match look like? Would it be this competitive, or would it have been one-sided? We'll never know. At least right now we won't. And Sheamus just staring down the life of Javon Evans. Sheamus trying to figure out what in the heck he has to do this late in the stages of this match. Sheamus allowing him to step up to his feet here. And oh, he misses that pump-up knee. Javon Evans makes him pay for it in the air. And that could be all she wrote. No, strong kick out at 1. Sheamus was really looking for that pump-up knee strike to connect to the face. Was not enough. And we'll see if Sheamus can go to work here. Nice, showing you some agility. Going for the pump knee, and Javon Evans saw that coming again. Now Evans has to figure out something here, ladies and gentlemen. He wants to put away Sheamus. This is the point in time. You gotta do it! And he took too much time. Brogue kick to the temple. The inexperience of Javon might cost him. And it almost did. 2.9 again. Now Sheamus feeling the frustration, and so is Javon Evans. Both men putting their heart and soul into this match. And now Irish whip into the corner. Sheamus, Javon Evans trying to figure out what they want to do. Big scoop slam inbound. Takes it to Sheamus. Simple and very effective. Now a springboard, corkscrew in the air, but again, Sheamus with the knees. That happened the very first time, and now Sheamus will look to do it again here, look to capitalize on that mistake from Javon Evans. And now Sheamus, second rope, looking to inflict some pain right there across the face. These little blows like that, I just don't know if that's going to be enough right now. 2, no, 2.5. Very simple, very, very close to that. And now Sheamus telling Javon Evans to get up to his feet. Not sure what Sheamus is trying to do here. Lines him up. Goes for that flying over the head shoulder tackle. And now, Sheamus, he hit this earlier on tonight. Looking to hit it again on Javon Evans. And he does. Drops him on his head and neck area. And now Sheamus looking to go to the well one more time. Maybe looking for a bro kick possibly. Nope. I think maybe a Celtic cross possibly. You just don't know, I suppose. But back and forth we go. And now we're going to get ourselves into a striking matchup. Javon and Sheamus might be the match of the night so far between these two gentlemen. Back and forth we go. Who wants it more here at Night of Champions? Who wants to be the Intercontinental Champion the most here? Evans is doing a great job for a showcase matchup between these two. But Sheamus doesn't want to get into any more striking battles with Javon Evans here. As now Evans in trouble. Spear to the outside, and now Sheamus and Javon Evans will continue to go to war here. Sheamus points at the fan here, and now Sheamus going to attack Javon. To the high rope district. Big time clothesline takes down Javon. Into the big elbow strikes here from Sheamus over and over again here. This is what you love to see about these matches, about these guys just tearing it up for that championship. They desperately want the championship. They know how hard they've worked for it at least. And we'll see if Sheamus retains in this instance. Yes, he does. That flying crossbody to the outside, or clothesline, whatever you want to call it, was enough. And Sheamus retains the Intercontinental Championship live tonight at Night of Champions. What a match. These guys tore it down tonight, but Sheamus ultimately walks out still the Intercontinental Champion.
The following is an elimination match and is for the undisputed WWE Championship.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your co-main event of the evening. It is Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns, and Damian Priest for the WWE Championship. And tonight, the winner of this match will go on to SummerSlam to defend that said WWE Championship against Joe Hendry, the man that won the King of the Ring tournament. You heard that correctly. Joe Hendry is the King of the Ring winner. Probably if you're looking up and down that card for the 16 superstars that signed up, or I should say put in that tournament, you probably wouldn't have Joe Hendry being number one. You'd probably look at it, those big names, and probably, you know, John Cena was in there. You know, plenty of other big names, Dominic Mysterio, and plenty of other big names. But then, obviously, Joe Hendry defeats Javon Evans, and eventually we get through to John Cena, then defeats Gunther tonight, and, you know, Hendry's starting to get some opportunities, and he's making the most of it. And the two of the three superstars in this matchup have won the King of the Ring before. Drew McIntyre has, Roman Reigns has, and look what has gotten them to become bigger and better superstars here in Universe Mode. Solo Sikoa, he was the last man to win the King of the Ring tournament, knocking off Ilya Dragunov at that time. But Solo Sikoa would end up losing to, I believe, Seth frickin' Rollins in that matchup for the World Heavyweight Championship. So not everyone that wins the King of the Ring goes on to win the championship. It's only been one person to lose, but still, I mean, you got to believe that there's a high chance Joe Hendry, from obviously the wins that he's had recently, there's a good chance this man could walk out the new WWE champion. And that's absolutely crazy to even think about. And no offense to Joe Hendry, it's just with the amount of established superstars that we have here in WWE, for Joe Hendry to knock them off, I mean, hey, congrats to Joe Hendry. He's earned it absolutely. As here comes the OTC Roman Reigns. Former WWE champion, former United States champion. And for this man, obviously the King of the Ring winner, but obviously the only tribal chief, the OTC, the man that is looking to have another championship reign as the OTC, looking to be the WWE champion once again. And put the ones in the sky to acknowledge Roman Reigns here tonight in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, for this massive WWE championship match. This matchup is going to be very physical, and I guarantee you there's probably going to be a lot of blood, sweat, and tears going into this matchup. This matchup will not be easy. Whoever walks out of this matchup, they're going to have to essentially take those 6 weeks to make sure they're ready for Joe Hendry there at SummerSlam there in New Jersey. We already do have one match set up for SummerSlam, that being John Cena and The Rock. Those two will go at it with major stipulations behind that situation, and we'll see that built up from SummerSlam all the way through up to, from SmackDown to SummerSlam, like we said, which is 6 weeks away. Cannot wait to see how that is, but we have ramifications still of this matchup and the matchup after this tonight between LA Knight and Seth frickin' Rollins. A lot still going on here tonight. This is a massive, massive matchup. Obviously, Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre, that rivalry still continues. They recently had a bout a couple weeks ago. It was Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre, no holds barred matchup, and Roman Reigns walked out victorious. Now it only continues tonight, and I can only imagine where we go from here. Does it end tonight? Obviously, it could get extended depending on if Drew or Roman wins this championship match, but let's say Damian Priest survives both of these guys tonight in this triple threat elimination matchup. Well, maybe, maybe it happens again between these guys. I just don't know where this rivalry is going to take us, but it certainly takes us a part of this WWE Championship match. And certainly we know one of these guys will be going on to SummerSlam, to main event SummerSlam for that WWE Championship. The other night for SummerSlam, it will either be the likes of Stephanie Vecchia or Liv Morgan taking on their brand's prospective champion live there at SummerSlam. We'll find that out in a couple weeks at Evolution, as here comes the WWE champion, Damian Priest. It's a sold-out venue live here tonight in Saudi Arabia, to watch this marquee event of Damian Priest defending his WWE Championship live tonight here at Night of Champions. It is the Punisher, Damian Priest, taking on the OTC Roman Reigns and the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre. Something has to give. All three men will be punished. All men will be trying to sit at the head of the table, and all the warriors inside of them are going to be coming out tonight. But there only can be one winner tonight. All hell and high water are going to be going into this matchup, man. And it is all for that undisputed WWE Championship. Obviously, for Priest, he struggled in singles action against Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns. It was very close in that Roman Reigns matchup, but then when Drew and Priest went at it, McIntyre looked very convincing in that matchup. And then obviously recently in that no holds barred matchup between Roman and Roman Reigns survived Drew McIntyre in that one-on-one contest. Now, something's got to give in a triple threat matchup. This is all steaming, obviously, with the ramifications that happened in the very first SmackDown of 2026 out of the first WWE draft, where we saw a triple threat number one contenders matchup that saw Damian Priest defeat, or pin I should say, Drew McIntyre in a triple threat matchup. Now, this is not just a triple threat matchup, this is a triple threat elimination match. Anything goes. You won't see these guys really stopping to try to stop pinfalls or submission unless there's an ego to them to where they want to eliminate that certain superstar. That may happen tonight in this matchup for that undisputed WWE Championship. As here we go, Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns, and the WWE Champion, Damian Priest. Referee rings the bell, here we go, and Reigns going right after the WWE Champion as he connects with a nice, powerful suplex, taking down not only Priest, but eventually would take out McIntyre briefly. There's going to be times in this matchup where it's going to be hard hitting for sure from both sides as McIntyre gets taken down by Roman. Roman giving away 2-for-1 specials here tonight live early here at Night of Champions as McIntyre trying to fight off Roman. Uh-oh. Oh, clapping both the sides of the head there. That certainly isn't going to be feeling good. Going for some kind of situation there, but oh, look at that. Big time chair shot to the back of the head of McIntyre. That could be a knockout blow, but a 2.5. You cannot take too many of those and expect to walk out victorious. Now, Damian Priest wanted some more Roman. McIntyre's like, nope, get your ass back here. And a good old-fashioned Russian leg sweep. It seems like Priest was going to be looking to grab a weapon. He's going to maybe grab that weapon to the side. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. It really depends on the strategy of these superstars. But it might ultimately cost him as he gets hit with that side slam. And Roman misses a jumping clothesline. And you might see where it takes some time from these guys to really figure out what they want to do in this situation. Where they want to bring belts or championships or whatever it may be. And the funny thing about that championship, not the championship, but that steel chair that Roman brought in, that has Damian Priest dressed up as a clown on it. I'm very curious who put that under there, if it was Drew McIntyre or if it was Roman Reigns. As, oh, double chair shot, McIntyre actually gets hit with it faster. And now Reigns all fired up, but he gets hit with a steel chair as well. Priest not too happy about seeing his face dressed up as a clown on that chair. As now McIntyre, oh, nice suplex. Very stiff to be hitting too many of those on the outside there. And now McIntyre pointing at the camera saying, hey, get the money shot here. And now Priest has Drew McIntyre up for the old-fashioned Samoan drop right in front of Roman Reigns. Pinfall opportunity, but just a 1 count. And now Roman will look to inflict some damage on the WWE Champion, and that will not happen as Roman Reigns picks him up and spikes him with that big-time spine buster. And now Damian Priest from the second rope. Taking too much time here to execute his game plan and barely even able to get off that second rope, and Roman was able to easily get himself out of that situation. And now Drew and Roman, we've seen this rivalry come to a head for a good while now. And uh-oh, we got ourselves a good shovel here. Look at the shovel. McIntyre may not want to turn around here. Oh, goodness. Good old-fashioned shovel shot to the back and then to the buttocks area. And to the pinfall. Ooh, just a 1 count. You know this matchup is going to be very brutal from start to finish, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll see how these guys are able to execute. As that basement dropkick folds Damian Priest. Went for the Superman punch, did not work out. And now McIntyre going to drop him on the top rope there. You got to be keeping yourself on your toes in this matchup, man. Try to use that shovel again. Priest now going to go after Roman. Going to connect with a flatliner to Roman Reigns. Looking for the very first elimination in this matchup. Ooh, very close. 2.5. And if Damian Priest ends up being the first one eliminated, we'll know for sure that we'll have a new WWE champion. And as of right now, as it's scheduled, it's going to be Damian Priest and Joe Hendry until obviously we get the actual finalization of this matchup. Nice shovel shot there to McIntyre, and then right to the midsection of Priest. Oh, goodness, right to the chest, or actually that's more of the shoulder area. That can tear something up very quickly depending on how hard that is. Man, I just do not want to have to deal with that. And now Reigns, look at the power, the strength of the OTC. A nice scoop slam, and Priest not too happy about it, signaling the end is near with that throat slash. And, oh, goodness, that boot hitting flush to the face. And now, Priest here. Look at that South of Heaven choke slam, I believe. But no, look at, Reigns. Pivotal headbutt in this matchup. And, wait a minute, Scottish Warrior. No, future shock DDT to Roman Reigns. It's just wrong place at the wrong time for Roman Reigns. He was getting double teamed. And if you're Joe Hendry, you got to be watching. If you're still in the arena, or if you're heading back to the hotel room or whatever you're doing, I know obviously you got some time to head back to the States and everything, but still you got to be ready for, It was a spear. Reigns way too close for that spear. The flying chair. But, you know, if you're Joe Hendry, you got to be watching this match wherever you're at or wherever you're going to be and really see what both, or I should say all three superstars bring to the table. Will it be Damian Priest? Will it be Reigns? Will it be Drew McIntyre? What are all these superstars good at, and what do they struggle with? Because, what the hell? Look at that maneuver from Priest! All that to get the knees up of Roman Reigns right in the back. I mean, I know it is a pivotal matchup, and you're wanting to put everything on the line, but man, you got to make sure that you have more than a 50-50 chance of hitting that marquee maneuver. As now McIntyre Irish whipping Priest into a Claymore, but Roman Reigns right there. That could be a knockout forearm because McIntyre wasn't expecting it, but a strong kick out at one. And now Roman Reigns is going to go to the outside of the ring. Thought maybe he's going to look to get extreme here, but decides not to. We already got enough weapons inside and outside of this ring that these guys don't need to really bring in anything else. But hey, more power to them if they decide to bring in something else. As a big boot takes down McIntyre to the outside. Pinfall opportunity for Damian Priest. No, just a one count. The matchup will continue for Roman Reigns at least for a little bit longer. And Reigns decapitating, cutting him in half with that spear. 2, no, 2.5. And now McIntyre looking to inflict some more pain, looking to bring in the steel steps here as Reigns with a big boot takes Priest to the outside. And a Superman punch for McIntyre. He certainly doesn't know what to expect. And now Reigns, what is he thinking about doing? I thought maybe, just maybe, might be trying to look for a weapon, but nope. Reigns looking to connect with the spear. Priest stops that real quickly and connects with a devastating lariat. Both men trying to grab each other over those steel steps right now. Those steel steps just kind of blocking each other. Spear misses out from Reigns, who's trying to get involved as well. Some miscommunication from everybody. Now, Priest didn't expect Roman Reigns behind him. That's why you always got to feel the presence behind you. As Reigns with a pump-up spear to Roman, or from Roman to Priest. Pinfall, 1, 2, 3. No. Oh, very close to a 3. Very, very close, but Priest stays in the matchup. He's got to figure out something quickly. Is now McIntyre on the offensive against Damian Priest here. Now Reigns and Drew McIntyre are going to go at it after Priest has been taken out of the situation momentarily. Into a nice back suplex, folding Drew McIntyre. Man, that is going to definitely eat up at McIntyre, taking too many of those strikes. And now Priest going to go to the outside. Let's see what Priest may be getting us. As, we got ourselves some thumbtacks. Thumbtacks, ladies and gentlemen. This ain't going to end well for somebody. Oh, but luckily the thumbtacks were not officially used or taken out of the baggie. Into a Claymore! A Claymore to Roman Reigns! Are we going to see our very first elimination here? Oh, so close. Reigns kicks out. Reigns kicks out, and now McIntyre is going to be thrown into the corner. And now McIntyre, oh, he's being saved by Roman Reigns. Uh-oh, right underneath him there. Oh, big time suplexes here. He's really getting in him here with these, suplexes. This is almost like the Suplex City, just a different variation of Suplex City. Right down he goes, and now Drew McIntyre, he drops all those lovely thumbtacks, and I feel bad for whoever's about to be put through those, as Reigns with these devastating strikes. And now here comes, well, never mind. Big headbutt busted open onto the thumbtacks. Is this going to be the first elimination? No, Priest stays in it. Priest stays in it, but now he's fired up. I think the adrenaline of those thumbtacks being on him is pissing off Damian Priest. And look at McIntyre. He's like, could not be me. Could not be me. As Reigns gets stomped out. And now Priest and McIntyre going at it here on the thumbtacks. At least trying to. No, big elbow strike there. And now Damian Priest, not too sure what he was trying to set up there. Did not work out in his favor. Glass count kiss missed because Roman Reigns going to work here on Damian Priest. Oh, big clothesline there from Roman Reigns. As this triple threat match continues to get heated, Priest is feeling the just brutality of this match. And now McIntyre looking to inflict some pain while Priest and Reigns are down. Oh, man, just right there, the skin and the flesh. Oh, damn. Right to the forehead of that open cut on the forehead there. And now McIntyre, what is he wanting to grab here? Uh-oh. Good old-fashioned WWE Championship. Old, reliable. Roman Reigns tripping over that steel chair, I believe. And he is able to block that brutal glass cow kiss attempt there. And now Reigns and McIntyre will continue. Another steel chair will be introduced. Watch out behind you, Drew, as he gets hit right on top of those stacks. Oh my goodness. Those thumbtacks, and he's just rolling in it too. Not going to be feeling too well as a spear on top of the steel chair. Pinfall. Is that enough? Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns are the last two alive in this matchup. That guarantees us one new WWE champion. Joe Hendry is going to be either facing off with Roman Reigns or Drew McIntyre. The reverse Alabama slam right there on that steel chair. And McIntyre with these brutal strikes to Roman Reigns. And again, going to the well. Oh no, more thumbtacks. More devastating abilities. Oh no, not more. No. Oh no. Oh, this is not good. And hopefully it doesn't come back to eat at Drew McIntyre. There's a Claymore! A Claymore on the thumbtacks. Is that it? Will this be enough for a new champion? But no. Reigns somehow kicks out of it. How did Reigns kick out of it? What a moment this has been. We are guaranteed a new WWE champion. And both men have been former WWE champions in the past. The question is, who wants it more? Who is going to SummerSlam? Is it going to be Joe Hendry versus one of these superstars? And certainly if you're able to defeat the list of guys that Joe Hendry has defeated in this tournament, and if you're able to, let's say, beat a man like Drew McIntyre or Roman Reigns at SummerSlam, that would only make his stock rise even more in WWE, as in a pinfall attempt after the clothesline, but it was not enough to keep McIntyre down here. You got techs, you got steel chairs, you got the WWE Championship, you got a little bit of everything involved in this match. Is now McIntyre in trouble? Reigns looking to hit this pivotal submission hold here on McIntyre. Will Drew have to tap out? And now Drew able to somehow get out of it. And now Reigns, Reigns looking for a good old-fashioned spear here to Drew McIntyre. Folding him in half, cutting him in half. Pinfall 2. No, McIntyre kicks out. And obviously this rivalry coming to a head. It was bound to happen between these two with their rivalry that has been brewing ever since that first episode of SmackDown coming out of 2026. Especially a lot going on. McIntyre looking to grab maybe the steel steps, I think. Nope, decides not to. Believes he's taking up too much time. Maybe. I don't know what Drew's trying to do, honestly, at this point. As back in the ring we go. McIntyre going to look to get himself back in this matchup. Big takedown there of Reigns. In these key situations, you cannot give your opponent enough time to recuperate. You just can't in these late stages. As McIntyre, again, working on the body. It's a big clothesline into the corner. And it's a shame that Priest is the very last one, or the very first one to be eliminated, because obviously with the suspense, you'd like to always see the WWE Champion last until at least the end, but it won't happen tonight, as we have Priest, or I should say we have McIntyre and Roman Reigns battling it out. Referee getting involved here, inadvertently, obviously, as now a squat over the head suplex, almost tossing him outside the ring. And let's see what Drew has in store here. Uh-oh. It could be Claymore country here in Saudi Arabia. Claymore! Claymore to Roman Reigns. Pinfall. 1, 2, 3. McIntyre has done it. He may have lost to Roman Reigns in that no-holds-barred matchup recently on SmackDown, but Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre, they battle it out in a rivalry extension here at Night of Champions. McIntyre gets the final laugh, pardon me, and is the new WWE Champion. And that means, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to see Drew McIntyre versus Joe Hendry for the WWE Championship there at SummerSlam. There is that first elimination. Roman Reigns eliminating Damian Priest, and right here Drew McIntyre, Claymore country right there to Roman Reigns on the thumbtacks, and Roman Reigns just could not take any more, and Drew McIntyre is victorious. He is the new WWE Champion, and that is official, ladies and gentlemen. There in 6 weeks' time, the main event of SummerSlam for the WWE Championship. Drew McIntyre battles Joe Hendry. Could we be seeing the rise of stardom in WWE in Joe Hendry, as it will be McIntyre, Hendry, WWE Championship live there in New Jersey, back in the States. Cannot wait for those two to go to war, and I can't wait to see how McIntyre is able to get himself back into less pain of sorts, because the thumbtacks, the chair shots, the spears, everything in between. But McIntyre is back on top of WWE. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to transition to your main event of the evening.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is main event time, as it is Seth frickin' Rollins taking on L.A. Knight for the World Heavyweight Championship. And as of right now, we know what everything looks like on the SmackDown side of things, on the build-up from Night of Champions, obviously, up to SummerSlam. For the WWE Championship, it will be Drew McIntyre against the rise of Joe Hendry in WWE. Now, on the Monday Night Raw side of things, we don't know what that looks like just yet for that World Heavyweight Championship. Now, the vision, it's been pretty simple ever since WrestleMania happened. Destroy everything in their path so that they can get that world title to the Vision. And Mark Henry has been destroyed. He's no longer World Heavyweight Champion. He is on the disabled list. We don't know how long he is. He got drafted back to Monday Night Raw, but we just don't know how long he is going to be out for. So he got taken out. Then a couple weeks on Monday Night Raw, after Rollins officially became the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. After that matchup, Braun Breaker speared Brock Lesnar multiple times after that very matchup. So I'm very curious to see how everything is really going to pan out there. I mean, there's just so much to build up to SummerSlam there in New Jersey. And certainly both of these men, Seth Rollins, LA Knight, they know each other very well. One of them, or both men, are 1-1 against each other in big-time matches. And we'll see how they fare tonight in this big main event of Night of Champions that is going to determine a lot of things. Who's going to be the champion heading into SummerSlam? It doesn't mean that we won't see a WWE or a World Heavyweight Championship all the way before SummerSlam, but as of right now on the road to SummerSlam, LA Knight would be the World Heavyweight Champion unless Rollins knocks him off tonight. We'll just have to wait and see how everything pans out tonight on the road to SummerSlam. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in for this historic event tonight. It's already been a hard-hitting match or matches tonight, and certainly some unexpected surprises along the way in terms of certain champions dropping their championships, like Lucha Brothers. You know, Penta had 2 championships walking into tonight and ended up losing both. So certainly that's got to be a struggle. And obviously Gunther probably a huge favorite into that King of the Ring finals matchup tonight to kick off Night of Champions. Well, Joe Hendry defeated Gunther. So certainly right now you're seeing the rise of Joe Hendry here in WWE.
Introducing the challenger from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins. And his opponent from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 240 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, LA Knight.
As here we go, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your main event and that World Heavyweight Championship. Who is going to be walking out with that world title and head into SummerSlam time, on the road to SummerSlam with that World Heavyweight title? Will it be the Visionaries, Seth frickin' Rollins, or will it be the World Champion, LA Knight? Referee rings the bell. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. A big-time opportunity live here at Night of Champions for both men. We'll see how this matchup is going to fare, man. It is going to be a tough match the whole entire night. And right now, obviously, you don't see Paul Heyman. You don't see any members of the Vision. Doesn't mean that they won't come out here and try to get involved and try to help out Seth Rollins as much as possible. You just never know. Rollins just wrenching in on that shoulder blade of LA Knight. Not the best feeling in the world early. There's a big time takedown there of LA Knight. Rollins now springboard, swanton bomb, but the knees of LA Knight helps him out there, and he's able to connect with a devastating neck breaker. This is the type of main event you want to see. 2 top-tier athletes going at it. Rollins, a proven commodity here in WWE. LA Knight, his stardom continues to rise here in WWE. It took him some time to eventually get to where he is now, but it would be a damn shame if he got all the way to the top of the mountain only to lose to Seth frickin' Rollins in a short period of time. And, you know, it happened to Damian Priest. You know, obviously he held it for a couple months, but ultimately losing it in that triple threat matchup just moments ago. That triple threat elimination match. With Drew McIntyre walking out victorious. LA Knight with a nice reversal. And now into the corner we go. LA Knight stomping away on the challenger. Stomping a mud hole right into Rollins. My question is, how many stomps, how many BFTs can both men, withstand in this match? We know it's going to be brutal from head to toe in this matchup. It just being able to just withstand it the whole entire night. And also, if there's any any interferences from the Vision tonight. You know, certainly all sorts of different things going on tonight. You just never know. Maybe there's not. I guess you just never know. There's a big kick out there from LA Knight early. Plenty left in the tank of both men. Rollins with a nice face buster there to LA Knight, and Rollins is starting to heat up here. And that is exactly the opposite of what the megastar wants right now, especially when this man is connecting on all cylinders. One of the best in all of WWE, certainly the best in the world when he starts connecting on those type of things, as a Alabama Slam connects there from LA Knight. And now Knight going to the second rope here. Ooh, nice axe handle, connects to the, I believe, the face area, actually, as Rollins was trying to turn over and get himself out of that predicament. And a strong one kick out there from Seth frickin' Rollins. And LA Knight telling you what his name is. LA Knight, a big takedown there. Feeling pretty good about himself. LA Knight is in position here, looking to put Seth Rollins away, I believe. Knight from behind. BFT to Rollins. BFT pinfall. 1, 2. Oh, 2.5. Very, very close. LA Knight could taste that retainment there as Rollins stirs up to his feet. What does the megastar have in store for the Visionary? Oh, he's going for that springboard drop kick. Did not work out in his favor. And now Rollins will look to stomp his daylights out here. Oh, goodness, man. To take that to the side of the head there. Not the best feeling. And now Rollins going to go to work here. Knight stirring up to his feet. Rollins, big time flying clothesline. Takes down the champion. Pinfall opportunity. Referee does not see the foot underneath the rope that I could see and does not call it. But luckily for LA Knight, he does not lose off that. And now Rollins setting up here for that running stomp. Right there to LA Knight. Pinfall. Is that enough to see a new champion? No, 2.5. I think that stomp, ladies and gentlemen, I like that it's new, but I don't think you get all of the stomp. Those other stomps, you know, Rollins really gets up in the air. This one's like almost like a drive-by, almost punt situation. And like I said, I love the new stomp, but those other stomps, he gets a little bit higher, and I believe it does more impact. At least that is just me. But it worked quite well against Brock Lesnar recently on Monday Night Raw a couple weeks ago. So I guess you can't doubt it if it's working for him. It's now Rollins going to go high risk here. LA Knight is down. And Rollins with a devastating frog splash to the lower back of LA Knight. And now Knight, though, pure adrenaline, able to just kick himself out of that bad predicament at ringside. And if you guys are just tuning in right now, this right now is the main event of the evening. Who is going to go on to SummerSlam and carry it through SummerSlam? Who will carry it to SummerSlam? We'll be finding that out tonight. Will it be LA Knight? Will it be Seth frickin' Rollins? Both men know how big this match is, and like we mentioned before, both men have wins over each other. They know how to get the job done. Yes, and in that LA Knight win, he did have Mark Henry helping him out. LA Knight didn't ask for any help, but Mark Henry brought the fight to Seth frickin' Rollins with the distractions. As now looking for that Discord jumping knee hit flush on the face there of LA Knight. And now, Rollins right there working on that knee of LA Knight. Obviously, LA Knight, that could have been very bad. I think Rollins may have been trying to set up maybe for a pedigree. Not too terribly sure, but luckily for Knight, he is able to stay in this matchup and not get stomped or pedigreed or whatever was on the mind of Seth frickin' Rollins. As the megastar getting the crowd behind him here at Night of Champions, going for a clothesline, a grazing blow to the head, and it was able to take down Rollins. Didn't do a ton of damage, but it was enough to take him down momentarily. And now what's the LA Knight setting up here for? Whatever it was taking a sweet time to really set it up, and now Rollins going to look to make him pay with a nice back suplex. And of course, Rollins going to talk some trash. That is your Visionary, the leader of the Vision. Big slap there, trying to send a message to LA Knight. Knight now in trouble. Oh, wait a minute, he slips out of it. Knight now going to push him into the corner. LA Knight is not backing down from a fight with Seth friggin' Rollins. He knows exactly what to expect from the visionary. As Rollins, gets hit with a nice elbow drop from LA Knight. LA Knight in control here. Will we see the retainment of LA Knight in this championship? Big reversal from Seth Rollins. I think LA Knight may have been going for the BFT. You just never know. And Rollins tosses him up in the air. Now LA Knight in a bad predicament. You never know what Seth Rollins may have in store for the megastar here. Big kick to the face. And now into doing exactly a little bit differently this time around. Rollins with jumping up to the top rope and connects with that flying cross body. But LA Knight into a nice neck breaker. Back and forth you go. It is for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Who is going to be able to take it to SummerSlam? As Rollins and LA Knight continuing to go back and forth here live at Night of Champions. Rollins looking to stomp the lights out of Knight. Stomping him. He stomped LA Knight. Is that going to be enough? Are we going to see a new World Heavyweight Champion? Rollins in the situation. He stomped him twice. Is it enough? No. Knight kicks out at 2. We saw that small little curb stomp earlier on tonight. And then we saw that massive stomp. LA Knight might have to tap out here, ladies and gentlemen. The damage with those stomps, Knight may have to. Knight having to dig down deep here. But no, he's able to get himself out of that predicament. And now Knight trying to go after Rollins. But again, Rollins, he's a shifty man. Very shifty. And now talking about shifty, Rollins trying to hit him with a pedigree, I believe. But Knight with a big back body drop. Back and forth between both men. Into a big knee into the clothesline. I thought he was going to turn it into a spine buster, but highly effective no matter what. And now has him up looking for a almost like a Death Valley driver, I believe. Very, very effective from LA Knight. He's eaten a couple stomps, but he's gonna probably hit another BFT if he wants to walk out victorious, as he tells you who he is as LA Knight with a big time maneuver there. LA Knight telling you what's going on here, and LA Knight telling Rollins to get up to his feet. Rollins BFT a second time. Pinfall. 1, 2, 3. LA Knight has done it. LA Knight has done it. And wait just a minute. Wait just a minute. We're going to see a cash-in. Sami Zayn is cashing it in. He said he was going to tell LA Knight he was going to cash it into his face. But this is right after the match. Sami Zayn's not waiting any longer. He's coming after the champion. The matchup has officially started. LA Knight is going to have to deal with Sami Zayn now. And Knight has already eaten a bunch of damage in this matchup already. He's been stomped multiple times. This could be very bad for LA Knight. Sami Zayn kind of going up past his word of saying that he was going to tell in advance when he was going to cash it in. Now, Sami Zayn is not waiting. He's going back on his word, and it seems like maybe he's getting desperate. He wants that World Heavyweight Championship. He wants it now. He's not waiting any longer. He's going to ruin LA Knight's moment here. He's going to ruin this moment that LA Knight had of retaining this championship over Seth frickin' Rollins. As a springboard missile drop kick, but Zayn, luckily Zayn wasn't able to hit it. And now back and forth between Zayn and LA Knight. This is an official matchup. The cash-in is official. LA Knight and Sami Zayn going back and forth. You imagine how Sami Zayn is going to be if he cannot cash in successfully. This could be very bad for Sami Zayn. I mean, obviously Sami Zayn, when he won that Money in the Bank briefcase, a lot of people were like, yes, he's going to do it, but he's kind of acted weirdly ever since he became that Money in the Bank winner, as now he gets spiked into the mat. Pinfall. Is this it? 1, 2, no, just a 1 count. LA Knight's gonna do some more damage here to Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn is fresh, very fresh. Last match he had was on Monday Night Raw in that 3-on-3 Tornado Tag Team matchup. He believes it's his time to become World Heavyweight Champion. And he's going back on his word, ladies and gentlemen. And I wouldn't have expected that from Sami Zayn, but that is what he is doing. He has turned desperate. But that's what being champion does to you, or at least trying to become champion, especially when you have that Money in the Bank briefcase. That makes you very desperate. Pinfall opportunity. Was that the knockout throw there? No, Knight digs down deep, at least for now. And now Sami Zayn trying to bring the fight to LA Knight, but Knight trying to hold on here. And Zayn trying to stir to the corner. Realizes Knight as he's just stomping away at him. Now throws Zayn up in the air for a hard landing. LA Knight now going to the second rope here. This is vintage LA Knight. We saw that in the Seth Rollins matchup just moments ago. LA Knight on fire. Here we go, and now Knight looking to dash the dreams of Sami Zayn tonight. But Zayn with a big reversal. And now same with LA Knight. Back and forth we go. Uh-oh. Looking for that Death Valley driver, I believe. Has him up. Zayn trying to get out, and he does. How much more is left in both of these men? Essentially, Zayn already ate a BFT. And obviously, Knight's been stomped a couple times in this match. Well, the match prior with Seth Rollins. But now all hell is breaking loose here at ringside. This is for the World Heavyweight Championship. This two championship matches in one night. And look at LA Knight just punishing Sami Zayn for coming out here to try and cash in on him. As, big knee to the back of the head, just stomps him into that mat. Referee watches on. This is still a no count out matchup. Match has to be inside the ring, pinfall or submission. LA Knight now going to the top rope district. LA Knight looking to fly here. He tells Sami Zayn to get up to his feet. Pivotal moment in this cash-in. LA Knight with a nice missile drop kick takes down Zayn. And now let's see what Knight can muster up here. Looking for maybe another Death Valley driver. He missed a little bit ago, and again going to the well, and Sami Zayn has that maneuver well scouted. And now Sami Zayn, what can he do? He has him in the corner, bounces him off that top turnbuckle, and now going to go for that exploder suplex. Advantage Sami Zayn. And now Sami Zayn going to toss him into the corner. Uh-oh, Sami Zayn, haluva kick, that could be it. Sami Zayn might be the new World Heavyweight Champion. 1, 2, 3, Sami Zayn has done it. You got to be kidding me. Going back on his word, and you saw it tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, Sami Zayn cashes in on LA Knight's win over Seth Rollins. And just like that, Sami Zayn is your new World Heavyweight Champion to end Night of Champions.